Does he know that he's still the sheep? I don't know if he remembers he's a sheep or not. There's something I don't remember here, don't I?
Right, but yeah, no, I'm pretty sure blaming Verchik would definitely give him the excuse to kill us. Although I'm pretty sure he just wants to kill us all the time. Maybe that's what Holland did.
Listen, Holland is not a real person.
Holland is dead.
He doesn't exist.
Holland? Who's Holland? Who's Holland?
I don't know who that man is up in the stained glass.
Who are we talking about again? Yeah, I don't know that man. Who is that? I don't know him.
Guess we're talking about it.
Morning, Professor.
Morning.
Morning.
Morning, Copperbeard.
Morning.
I'm just gonna ask here, Jesse, why are you your sheep model and not in your Jesse model?
Yeah, nothing.
So that wasn't approved.
Did something follow us back on the way home?
I don't think so.
I don't recall picking up a
He's fucking around with polymorph. Polymorph.
Right then.
Can your student do that naturally? Like, how did
No,
you
potion. Potion make.
I mean, next time, like, ask the professor if you can grab a polymorph potion randomly, but okay.
Nah, don't worry. He made one for very specific reasons, which you'll have to find out in character.
I feel
We
like
have a crafting system, but okay.
There is. I wasn't aware. Good to know.
Not many people around this morning.
I think a lot of people are tuck it out. Yeah. It's been a week of travel, then combat, and then another nearly a week of travel. It was.
I'd rather them not see me as a bird. And try to...
I understand you people get physically tired, I don't.
Yes, I don't know how...
Neither does Umu.
Especially mostly having the...
I just don't like being stuck in a carriage for 2 fucking weeks.
Good to see you. Yes, it is really...
I don't fucking
We had
know.
opportunities during the travels to stretch our legs. We didn't.
No, we did, but for the most part, just traveling.
Hi there.
What do you think is the best food to eat while as a sheep?
Well, I don't eat any of this, so I wouldn't know.
So you're not the food guy. Alright.
If you want to talk
So
about
looking for
food,
a
that's
food
what-
guy,
The
Umu.
body of a
Yeah.
sheep have different in taste and texture when it comes to consuming food, considering that sheep tend to eat anything. I was wondering, how would the stomach of a sheep fare against different foods?
Right. Anyway, if you want to talk about food, Omo is good at that.
unless they're talking about fruits.
Which one's Umu? I
I
forget.
know food.
I
The
know food
centipede.
for me, I don't know food for
Oh.
sheep. I don't know, check your teeth. What's your teeth like? Flatter, sharper, what's the deal?
Well, they're more flatter and more in size alike, but considering from what I've seen of sheep can eat anything when it got vitamin books, I just wanted to try and see what happens with a polymorph potion if that changes one's own taste.
Try a
in
sandwich
food.
then. A good combination, good balance.
I'm gonna say your voice sounds familiar.
Ah, you can find out which student I am later, good sir.
I think I have a hunch because only one of us really speaks like that.
Well, it's definitely
Well,
not
I have
you.
you know, there are plenty of people with a great vocabulary in this school.
Yes, I know, Jesse.
Well, let's see here.
Fuck you.
He's a tires over there,
We
so that
managed a
leaves
little bit,
you.
Yeah, I believe that would have probably figured it out. Wow, good eyes on spotting my wind.
No,
It's,
yeah, I
you
heard
know,
you talk earlier, and
my
so I've been pretty confused with the
Actually, I wonder
wandering
what lamb
sheep,
curry
but
would be like.
Arl's not really much of a
What
speaking
lamb
mood.
tastes like as a sheep.
I think that's
You're partaking in cannibalism?
yeah, it's cannibalism.
Would it technically be though? Because polymorph, you know.
Yes.
I mean,
These sheep are really bad at chewing meat. That's what I
It's,
figured out.
it's almost like they're meant for eating grass.
Or this doesn't. Or this doesn't get cooked properly.
Something gets say the teeth. The flatter your teeth, the more it's good.
Well, I mean, Arlo's half hearing what's going on there. He's half here listening to this. He's kind of got really uncomfortable, and the word cannibalism just been thrown around, and Arlo's like, I'm now extremely uncomfortable.
Well, I guess we will move on to veg.
Still have discussing how to kill us over there.
Well, I kind of am crazy, bro.
isn't that all the professor's ever talking about?
Iron door.
It does feel like that. No idea. All I know is that Copper Bear and Virtues have been standing over there for a while.
What the hell? They want to kill us? To run out there and
Copper Bear, maybe not, but Virtues?
They're trying to push us to our limits, which may kill us. That's the best way to put it.
Well, oh hey, look, there's a bird up there, or an owl, or whatever it is.
Oh yes, it's a Fontaine's bird.
Oh, that's one thing. Okay.
Oh wait, what is that? Oh shit, there it is.
Ah, there we go.
I don't even think we gave it a name, or if it had a name.
Orange pill there.
So, out of
I would
curiosity,
say
why
food
would
is
you pick
tastier as
one
being
potion?
smaller. Oh, studies mainly.
Fair enough.
And I don't want to be. I don't want to be bothered.
Fair enough. How long is it meant to last?
Maybe a few more hours. I don't want to be bothered since we came back from the mission by other students, so.
That's fair.
Yeah. Because after a couple of the other levels of schoolage decided to come up and harass me about what happened, this and that, and it's like, why are these people being up, and what's happened over there, and what's over the fire and all that. And I just kind of said, Jesse's not here right now, and then I drank a polymorph potion, turned into a sheep, and then left.
That's one way to do it.
And I just tell him I'm people's familiar. So.
I think that only works as well as you can convince people you're not actually just Jesse.
Yeah, most sheep don't talk.
Or sound like you. And
Well, I
speak
figure
like
it'll be
you.
easier to talk in front of you guys, because then you don't have to be as freaked out about a sheep walking about.
Sorry, I just...
Probably also inform him of at least what happened during that expedition.
Besides, I was going to use this also for a little bit of prankage, a little bit of fun. Get some spirits a little bit higher than usual.
I think some
we could keep
spirits at the moment.
So back what we
Yeah.
said, but...
Although I'm not the best at understanding how to make people
I'm sorry, I really want...
laugh.
I really want some joy in
And
the
smile.
rest,
Yeah,
but
neither am I.
Mm.
feel like I get yelled at every other week for being bad at social interaction, so I think you're fine.
Yeah, but that's by Geo, and Geo's not here this week, so.
No, not even my Gio for being bad at it. Yeah, I know Gio's on a mission right now from Virtue because she ran ahead.
So, the salvation to her going out solo is to send her on her own solo mission. I love this school.
I don't
and
know
its
the
teachings.
details. All I know is it's
Contradictory
something
down to
related.
the last
All
wire.
I know is it's something related to her punishment from Virtues, and she took her armor, and that's all I know. She...
Huh.
So probably a solo mission. After she nearly got killed on a solo mission. After she nearly got killed again on a solo mission. I feel like this is a really bad idea for punishment.
You know, I could help you guys sort all this problem out. Oh, at least with your, at least with the problem that comes to, those in the leadership position. If you guys want me to, you could vote for me when we have the,
I think that's
the
never gonna
election.
fucking happen.
Well, when it eventually happens, I thought it was gonna happen weeks ago, but...
So did
That
I.
happened before you arrived.
Yeah. But I think the good point of what this time is shown is at least that those within the inside of cavalry are not very much the best.
Those who work under stress well and those who work under don't. And those who don't.
Yeah, it seems at least after what happened prior a few weeks back.
And Arlo's not sure.
Showed quite a lot of reactivity to stress, and it didn't seemed a lot of impatience within inside of the leaders.
That's kind of true.
Although I will say you did pretty good with stepping up for Geo when she decided to pop off.
I just didn't want to argue anymore because arguing's gonna get us fucking nowhere.
Yeah,
Well,
because the
that's-
majority of the
that's-
group spent
that's a
most of
fair
the mission
point.
arguing.
That's a very fair point, and we shouldn't be spending that much time arguing. For example, the arguing was meant to be spent all purely at the table with the map, where we do all of the officer talking. That's normally
Instead,
why
they
I
did it by
try
the
to
gate.
keep. Yeah, and because people.
And then of course,
well, that's because where the
Victoria
placement of the
decided
mandibles
to
at the time.
punch out one of Chio's eyes and then hand in her pin for the second time.
I thought she poked out the eye, but I don't know. I get different stories.
No, as far as what Chio told me, is that she punched her like right by the eye and the pressure popped it.
I had to put it back in.
That's pretty crazy. Put it back in.
You put it back in, but as far, I mean, yeah, but as from what she told me, it's kind of damaged beyond repair.
I'd never believe fully of someone who's been attacked. You can never full on take the victim's point of view, because the victim
Well,
in their
the
time
point
of
is she
being
has an eye
scared
patch
or
now.
injured, well, that makes her look cool, I guess, for the temporary time until she gets a new eyeball or however it works.
No, from what she told me, it's just damaged beyond repair. That eye is fucked.
Can't you shapeshift?
That wasn't a true form. That was like her actual form.
She's now like a fifth blind now. Where's my pop? There's my
If it
pop.
was
Probably
this
change with
form,
less
for
eyeballs
example,
might
then
help her out. a bit
yeah,
more.
she can't. Yeah, she's. From what she told me is that she's now also just going to be missing an eye in her catfolk form. Something
Okay,
about
okay.
all five of her eyes form together to create two eyes, and so when she's missing one out of the five,
Does she have
can't
6
make
normally?
two. No, she has five.
Oh.
I thought it was 5.
Two. Well, one pair here, one pair here, one here.
Huh, okay.
New student.
Wow. I think with that entire scenario, I just think it's I mean, until Victoria decides to perk up and talk or actually live through her.
No, Victoria handed her
Damage.
pin. Again,
Well,
she
yeah.
left the school again.
Well, I don't know if she left the school fully. I thought she may have just
No,
got
she
fucked
left the
up or
school
nearly
again.
died. Oh, okay. Well,
So let's see what missing
I
limb
guess
she's
I don't
going to
really have
have when she
anyone to give
returns
this
this
pin back to
time.
then. I'll have
Yeah,
to-
no, I.
Well, not necessarily combat, but it could be also.
Arlo doesn't know. He's confused
That's
because
cool.
even now
Because
people are
there's
shit
no
talking, and
leadership
Arlo's just
in
like,
that
"This
work, I guess
is
I could
how
do
you're
that.
coping."
Question who that is above the professor.
No, I've been looking over, but we've kind of been in the middle of a conversation.
Ooh, this
so I
one
haven't said
upon the
anything.
left of the professors?
Yeah, like the one in front of Virtues. I don't recognize them.
Well, I could go close to them. I'm sure
They might be the new
won't
professor,
exploit a funny
actually.
little guy like me.
They should be expecting their new professor sometime in the future.
I
Well,
know
sure,
they
let's-
have been looking for a
go
replacement.
figure
I believe it's Fontaine.
How do I figure out what they're doing, what they want, what's their
What about
shtick?
Fontaine?
It sounds like him.
That does not look like Fontaine.
I said sound, not look.
I don't think everyone's been drinking polymorph potions. Like, oh, well, I was just being you were the only one actually changing forms.
It's Jesse.
Mr. Jesse was fiddling around with the potions and grabbed the potion.
Yeah, acting like, trying to do that when he's
My own
a in the same
experiments,
room doesn't really work. There's really only two people that talk like him. Him and Hezekiah. So that doesn't really work. That doesn't...
Well, it's correct. It should last at least another 2 to 3 hours, but other than that, I should be fine for now. I still have further tests to
Yeah, no, I really don't understand the logic behind. I don't know exactly what
Oh my
mission sent
good
her
soul,
on,
I have
but it
not
seemed like
seen-
another solo mission. And she got hurt of a solo mission. She nearly died of a solo
you see,
mission.
everyone
And then
said
she
it
went
was
by
Professor
herself
Fontaine,
again, and she
and then
nearly died
everyone said,
again. I
don't
really
believe
feel
that he
like
doesn't exist,
third
he's a
time is not
person, yes.
charm.
But I see it to be opposite to what
You
they
really
say.
don't have that much faith in her, do you?
It's not that I don't have faith in her, I think it's a bad punishment.
I understand your worry.
I've just decided to get a little creative with my time and decided to hide myself from the other students and such from boggling me
It's not a
down
matter
about
of not
what
trusting,
happened.
it's a matter of thinking it's a dumb fucking punishment.
So I'm blending in with the
What I was trying to say is he understands the worry, but you're letting that worry clog your mind. To a point, he's agreeing with both sides. I don't think Leo should be going by herself, but it is what it is, and it just kind of proves the point of, like, Gio being the popular girl at school, which I would say, I guess he's a little envious just because of how neglected he is, but just more confused of, like, if this was anyone
The
else.
answer was Professor Fontaine.
I guess you were right.
Pretty sure also we have to make sure we inform the students not to
Yeah.
share Mr.
So why does Professor Fontaine look like that?
I don't know.
Which one was he again?
I would hope so.
The one that
The
isn't
tall
Professor
one.
Copperbeard or Vers-
Oh wait, that's the bird guy.
the bird.
Because I completely forgot his name while I was talking to him, even though he told me. I was like, I guess there's two of them there.
So why does he look like that?
I'm gonna be honest with you, the brain kind of shifts a little when you're a little smaller like
Today
this.
will be more of a
I think that's just an excuse.
more recuperation
I mean, I'm clear hearing this, and so with his extreme hearing, he heard about we're getting a new professor, new student. That's Professor Fontaine, which he could just tell by the voice if we're gonna use that old like thing. And everyone's talking about things. It's not helping Arlo's mood.
I don't have a slime remembered right now.
All we're just saying, I just feel like it's slightly like venting / shit talking, and I don't like that. I don't want that energy.
She really doesn't
what
have
is
a
that?
brain. She's a super organism.
God.
She's a super cell.
Thinking
Like,
people without brains
See, Mr.
can't think
Hezekiah.
now.
Professor Fontaine, why
shade.
do you
Professor.
look like that?
Because currently, as of my research that I need to do outside the school, I'd rather not appear myself. I would prefer not to have someone recognize me from our little expedition and then try to take my head off. Would not be a fun time.
I
Oh.
see.
At least temporarily, I'll be in this more appearance. I don't understand how people do this with extra fingers. It's so strange. But anyway.
You're talking to me.
You know, it's very easy. You know, you just kind of like wiggle them.
It's just strange. I'm used to my other phone.
You see, this one just there's 2 fingers removed.
Now,
Wow, it must be so weird changing form.
to at least make sure the rest of you are informed, in
It's
regards
nice,
to any
actually.
lessons today,
More kind of haunting than you.
I don't believe any of, at least myself as well as the other professors, don't necessarily have anything, at least planned for today. But if you do require to learn anything from us, then of course we are always available to teach. As is what we are here for. We are your professors, after all. And as always, the rest of the school ground is at your at least your freedom to use. Now, the only other thing is this only applies to the Valkyries, but we will be getting a new professor to at least handle teaching the rest of you. While Holland is still away, since he is still, well, we have no word on if or when he will be coming back. So
He's totally
we will be.
They
He's
totally
not dead,
are.
I can assure you of that. Trust me, I still keep track of him, just to make sure he doesn't do something outlandish or stupid. But he is handling his own research, and well, it's something that is not of, well, it's not something that he can simply just put off, is the best way of putting it. As much as he would like to teach, he sadly will not be able to do so effectively while he has to handle this matter. In the meantime, though, Mr. Virtues has actually found another professor who can at least offer their aid to the Valkyrie class in teaching. As to when they will arrive, we can only time will tell. Though you can at least expect it in the near future.
Understood.
Mr. Atlas Ironwood is his name. He can be possibly a bit, well, difficult, but I would hope that you don't give him too much of a hard time and vice versa.
What do you mean by difficult? That means a lot of things.
I'm not excited. I not then.
His methods
Difficulty
of
of
teaching
beliefs, difficulty of
could
religion,
be.
the difficulty of teachings.
I'm not too sure how his methods of teaching will go, but oh boy. All I know is that we may have to reinforce some parts of the building.
Why?
Oh, another temper tantrum kind of guy.
Oh no.
I
But I am
don't
not
think
in his
so.
class.
Just someone that doesn't know his own physical strength. From the
And
sounds
all
of
his
it.
What he lacks
physical
in
strength is one thing.
what he lacks in magical strength, he makes up for in physical. At least that's how
Hey,
it's described to
Arlo.
me by.
Yeah.
If you don't have a last will yet, I'd recommend writing one.
Say that.
I agree. Don't say that.
I'm making a joke.
He's not going to kill any of
I'm-
the students, though.
Hey, if you ever found a last form for
Uh.
your coffin, you should pick one sooner or later.
No, I will
Yeah.
not. No, Knop will be at make sure that we are at least.
No, if any teacher was
prepared
gonna
to
kill,
make
it's gonna be
sure
Virtues.
At least things are reinforced and we have medical on standby just in case.
I'm always on standby if
Am I
needed.
wrong?
I'm always.
I don't know, I was just imagining you dead in a coffin as like
Well-
a pig or something funny.
Yourself along with your other Valkyries, Mr. Arlo.
His
I
last
mainly refer
form.
to,
He was just a little sheep guy.
is- Oh dear, I'm going to make sure I.
But
have
he was the
things
scourge
properly
of the seven
prepared.
seas. Yeah, but he's just a little sheep guy. Wait so you
Ah.
can fit him in the coffin. Cost him less.
The more they act like this, the more it's concerned Arlo.
Yes.
Whenever you feel the time, I would like to discuss something in my office, if that's alright.
Well, I do have to talk with Virtues anyway, so I might as well get this done now.
One last
You
thing.
two have fun.
I didn't even realize you were
Yes.
cavalry.
One last thing before I
that
forget,
works.
actually, since actually slipped my mind. We do actually have a new student who will be joining us today. So do make sure that you at least give them at least the utmost respect and courtesy that you would wish that your fellow peers would give you. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Sure,
Of
I'll find out
course.
everything I can about them.
Do
Oh,
just as long as no one is causing any trouble. In the meantime, I'm going
What if we
to.
cause and you get in trouble?
Do you
We're
have
close
time,
enough to the end
Professor?
of the game, gentlemen.
Fair enough. But either
Come on.
way, other than that, you are free to go about your day, should you so, however you so choose. And as I stated previously, myself, along with Virtues and Copperbeard, we are here if you wish to at least require, or at least request our assistance for any sort of teaching.
Do you have some time right now, Professor?
Of course.
Can I speak privately then?
Lead the way then, dear sir. I will. I have to get used to
Yes, Rolo?
this anyway.
I
Ah,
could
yes,
tell it
yes,
then.
yes, come on, lad.
And how are you doing, Mr. Arlo?
To be honest, not the greatest.
Is it in regards to our expedition that we had last taken?
Yeah, honestly.
Understandable.
It's more or less advice and me venting about my opinions.
It is difficult to handle so many different types of personalities and such. I can understand that at least. First door, well, first right and then only door there.
Okay, it's been a while.
No worries. Good to see you, my little friend.
Don't look at me. Be resting.
Just making sure you're doing alright. Now, what troubles you, Mr. Arlo?
I'm confused with all that happened during the expedition. As my role as Valkyrie, I will do my best to, follow orders of the tacticians, but when things tense up, people are stressed, and people are not really being rational, I don't know what to do.
True.
I don't know as...
The case of wanting to be able to try and get everyone back on the same page when chaos and, well, anxiety is building up. There are different methods to do so. There's all sorts of spells and even potions that can assist with things of that sort. I do have to admit, I did notice this during the expedition, at least, that some of the students are, well, they need better control of handling their emotions during stressful situations.
I agree.
Seems like one of the main issues, along with the communication, is being able to, well, keep a level head. Make sure that your emotions do not end up dictating your decisions. While yes, it is good, it is nice to want to help out everyone and want to make sure everyone gets out alive. Sometimes, this is the harsh reality, is that it can't always happen. There are going to be casualties, there are going to be serious injuries. But it's a matter of making sure that you are able to lessen them as best as possible. I would love to sit here and tell you that there's a way to make sure that it would be absolutely possible to make sure that no one gets hurt, but that sadly is not the case.
Believe me, I understand.
Even myself.
I had to amputate someone's leg.
It's difficult, yes.
So,
But
then I have a question. What can I do as support to do better?
Well, give me some time at least, and I'll see if I can find any sort of support. Well, do you prefer magic or do you prefer more potion making? I should ask this first.
I can learn both.
Splendid. In that case, I'll go ahead. I'll talk to Copperbeard. I'll see if he can at least come up with any sort of, at least, potion work for you to practice on. As for myself, I will at least peruse through, well, all of my books, as well as I'll see if I can find any particular ones in the library to help with more supportive stuff. For magic, a good starting spell that I would at least recommend is Calm Emotions. If you don't know it already, that is.
I've heard of it, but
Meant to keep. Yes, Calm Emotions. Very, very common, very simple spell. Meant to at least quell any of the negative or, well, anything malicious stirring about in one's mind. Meant to put you at more of a state of, well, relaxation and ease. That way, the individual is able to better focus.
can I play that on
As
myself?
of course, yes, you actually would be able to apply it to yourself. It is one that can
Oh, hell
be-
yeah.
It is not something that is purely used on another individual. It can be used on the actual caster itself.
Okay.
Though, depending on the severity of what is, at least the individual, as well as what is at least going about at least amongst their thoughts, you would definitely need to at least take some time to focus. So, do at least understand it's not a spell that can just be a simple snap of the fingers or a simple word and it's going to fix itself. It does take quite a bit of practice, but it is at least easy to learn, but it's one of those that it's better to learn when is the right time to use it.
So,
Is the best way to master such a spell.
easy to learn, hard to master?
Exactly.
Okay.
And just about anyone can learn to do calm emotions, but not everyone knows when is the right time to use it. As well as making sure to
Huh.
at least keep a good flow of the mana if they're using this, and that they're not overusing it at least.
Mm-hmm.
But in any case, I can at least assist you with that.
Thank you.
You have anything else that I can assist you with, then do ask so now before I have to start sifting through all these books later.
That's just all I want to get on my chest, honestly.
Of course. And remember, Mr. Arlo, even though the outcome may not have been the best, we at least made sure to escape with as minimal injuries and casualties as possible.
Nobody died.
Nobody died, and albeit even though Miss Victoria did end up in critical condition, she at least was able to make it out in one piece. Did not have. That is the important thing. Always make sure to always try to make sure that you are not focusing too much on the negatives, but always make sure you understand what you have learned from it, at least. While not letting it just be your main focus. Well, yes, you can lose a battle. It's not necessarily a means to be upset or distraught. It's a matter of learning. Learn what you and your peers have done. Take notes. Make sure that you understand and see where you need to actually improve upon. That way you can avoid future mistakes.
I think I understand. Okay.
Any one person can be an adventurer, but no one person is immortal. Always remember that. You, along with your peers, all, at least I would hope, after you graduate from the school, We're all going to hopefully rely on each other, at least be able to have a strong bond and trust with one another to have each other's backs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you again.
Of course, Mr. Harlow. In any case, should go and meet up with the new student then. Knowing Virtues, he may or may not be showing them around the outside still, but we'll see.
Okay. That was good. That was really fucking good. I'm sorry. I actually really dig the Arlo Fontaine, like how well they get along. Okay, then there's no one here. But since there's still food, grabs a pear. He's just gonna eat the last one, or at least one more. Okay, everyone's sleeping. Good. Honestly, yeah, no, that actually made me feel a little better in and out of character. Let's see what y'all chat's saying. I returned with McDonald's. That's why you're so quiet. What'd you get? Did you get chicken nuggies? In here. Fontaine's probably set outside, so let's go outside.
People writing the same books. Oh, that's how amazing. They all wrote the same book. We want to see their different takes on things. Autobiographies and biographies and stories on different subjects and genres. To equalize everything, you're taking away uniqueness. I go through Phoenix Drop, and
Would
I
you
met
look at that? The mass
so many
murderers
different
aren't
people.
exactly that smart brighted. Who would thought?
Where the hell is everyone?
They might
Most
be
bad
lying.
people are.
Because if they're gonna say then no one has mana, well, one, that just kills people, but two, I could just easily decide, okay, no one has mana except for us. And if someone
Not
in that group
necessarily
decides,
also in terms of that killing people, not necessarily. There are individuals who don't necessarily need it, but that is true. Those who technically do require it, yes, that completely
Fontaine,
stripping them of
everyone in this world has a small amount of mana. Even if they don't use it on a day-to-day basis, if that was to be removed, it would most certainly kill them.
True. I just didn't want. I don't want to just be all morbid, but
He's trying.
Realistic about the situation.
fair enough.
Nuggies, fries, and 3 cheeseburgers. Hell yeah. These are what I do when I go to McDonald's, except it's not cheeseburgers.
Huh?
Hamburgers and
Yes.
extra pickle.
Right, he hasn't seen that.
And no mustard,
Yes,
because I
with-
don't
with
really
short
like mustard too
notice,
much.
Yes, I do need
I'll-
to keep my
I'll
appearance
try
a
to
bit
avoid it as much
more,
as I can.
at least hidden for the time being, as since I do bits of research here and there outside the school when at least it's
Alright, well,
to your dorms, then
I'm gonna have Arlo just look around, see where the hell everyone is. Because I thought we were having a new student, but I don't think she's here yet. So if they're not in here, I'm gonna put my money that they're in the library. Or they're not in the map. I literally almost checked everywhere. Oh, they're in their dorms too then. I kind of feel bad because they had because Victoria stepped down. And I don't know if she's coming back. They had to take down her stuff. Is this? Oh, okay. I thought hole. Yeah, let's take a little 5-second break here. Yee. Let's see who's in the call. There's like 2 people I don't see. Who's still in the world? Oh, the new student's not even here. Okay. Oh shoot. I don't know. I finally got what Arla wanted to do for a while. Arla been wanting to talk to Fontaine for like 2-3 weeks. There's a lot of other things that Arla's confused, but, you know, after listening to Fontaine, he's just like, okay, well. I might as well just go where everyone else is. Because I don't know where they are at. I tried. This is where I know everyone else is.
But yes, I'm rather curious as to why those were there, at least. I'm not too sure if they were placed there by said individuals or if the statue was already just tampered with.
That is a good question. While moving a whole statue would be harder, the fact that they had some kind of instrument that actually tampered with the already existing item to get that effect is also scarier.
Yes. That appeared to be a lantern, actually, near at least the more eastern side. Well, eastward of the camp.
Yes.
Odd lantern. Magic that even I couldn't tell. It was rather odd. I, of course, did not...
Tech or someone in chat. Roll me a few d20s. This just, give me an idea. Actually, I need to re-look the crafting system because I forgot there was a crafting system, to be honest, so... I mean, it's just bolts he's going to make because he used quite a bit of them during the mission, so he's going to want to remake that. So where is the...
One can imagine how worse that would be.
Especially if it's on a lantern and you can just carry that thing around. I'd rather not be in the way of the
I have to check the thing.
How big was the one that you saw? Like, could it be easily carried?
Okay, well, whatever. We'll just work with that. It's just bolts, so it's not like I don't think I need anything major, but I feel like we should use their crafting system. I have one. 14, 18, and 2.
Seems at least it was rather large.
Okay, just with that logic, he made a few.
The only other one I saw was
The 18, he made a good, decent ones, and then the 2, he failed. That is an instant fail. Like, it's like, if he did any further, he would probably hurt himself. If that was in that one, I would have said he hurt himself just a little bit, like nicked himself. Just, Alright, so yeah, he made a few bolts. Some in good quality, some okay, some... if it just any less than that, I was like,
storing whatever they were taking, essentially. But That's all I could really gather. I would have gone a bit more, at least further in to try and get some better information, but I had to make sure that one of our students did not get brutally murdered.
Yes, good thing none of the students accidentally went into that. That would be a bad way to find out what to do.
I made sure to inform them that I didn't know at all what that was. The moment I saw it and I gave it at least a fair enough look, I couldn't tell what it was, so if I don't know it, trust me, I would rather the students understand that. Last thing I need is one of the students going over out of their own curiosity. We already have enough students who do that.
Truly.
Indeed. Okay. I hope that helps answer your initial question. Got sidetracked there.
Also, Virtues, if you would, I have, oh, sorry.
Here's Hezekiah.
Been making...
Wait, no, hang on.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say
Let me
real
do this
quick,
properly. There we go.
I had plans, because I know you do a lot with smithing and crafting and such. I wanted to ask, would it be okay if I showed you some plans I was been drawing up? I'm not the best drawn, I'm not exactly an artiste, but I wanted to show them to you to
Trust
see
me,
how
neither
you
am I. All I
like
do
them.
is writing. You don't need to be a spectacular
I
artist.
can take a look over your blueprints and see what we can make for them.
Okay,
If you
they're
need
in
something
my
drawn
room, so
up,
go
I can
grab
help.
them. Better than my demon scratch.
I mean, that is accurate.
Though, before I head out, at least to go about more of the school, any word on the new student yet, or have you already...
She should be arriving shortly.
Understood.
She needs to make sure her parasol is packed just in case.
A parasol? Oh, interesting.
She's a vampire.
Oh, a vampire.
Oh, interesting.
Luckily, the fog wall stops natural sunlight coming through, but better be safe than sorry.
Yes,
Oh, of course.
definitely better to be safe than sorry.
Are we supposed to
Either
see
way,
Dylan?
I hope that at least...
I don't think we're supposed to.
Whoop, there goes Mr. Homo.
Yes,
I
he
hope
is
that's
very itching for questions.
It's
and
almost still here.
not
Oh no,
too
you're
many
still here. Never mind.
answers.
I'm still
Yes.
here.
I would hope that you two are at least recovering well from the expedition.
The only thing after the expedition I had was irritation, but that's mostly gone now.
I already vented to you what I said earlier.
Yes. Oh, speaking of which, do we have to make sure we send anything that is of Holland's belongings back to him? I'd rather. I trust. I trust Ironwood,
Why?
but because I trust Ironwood, but the thing is, I don't know if he could end up using any of the weird machinations that Holland has. Unless you're going to give it to Mr. Greyborn.
If it's anything not too complex, we can keep. If it's anything too high tech, we're sending it to the Lightning Nation because I don't want something that could potentially explode and people not knowing how to deal with it in this academy.
Fair.
Yes, precisely. Oh boy. That was my only concern, is because,
Also, let's
well,
be honest, I would break it 100%.
I'd just use it as a paperweight if there's anything of his. Trust me, I have no idea what any of his stuff does. And I'd rather not even try to turn it on.
Probably fire, shoot, or electrocute something.
This is why I was highly afraid.
More than likely.
And then hearing this new professor, it's like, he sounds worse.
But it is good to at least have some time for recuperation and at least students to gather their thoughts and what they've learned.
So that's the thing. Arlo doesn't know if he's learned anything. That's why he's
Maybe we'll
confused.
actually stop by the library for the time being. Take a look and see if there's anything I can at least assist one of the students with.
I believe I saw
That
Hezekiah
probably
going
would
in
be the
there a while
best.
ago.
Well, let's see if he requires any assistance of myself at least.
Fontaine,
Yes.
do be delicate with Hezekiah. He was not recovering emotionally well on the way back.
Understood.
I
Well,
did
you know
seem
me.
to notice he was quiet.
I always try to put on at least my most warm and welcoming side.
He's usually
during
quiet.
times like this.
Arlo's the one who's being unusually quiet,
I
but
found how he cried himself to sleep. Be very delicate.
oh, never mind.
To be fair, I'm not Holland. I'm no offense. I'm not you sometimes. I
No,
can
that's
be
that's
it.
accurate.
That's
That's why I'm telling you.
fire.
Because you are better at that than me.
At least he knows.
If anything, I will handle things accordingly. Rest assured. Don't worry. If anyone causes Mr. Hezekiah problems, I'll just have them open to one of the pages, and there's no kidding.
I don't need to find out that some kid was trapped in a cage for 1,000 years.
As long as they don't read the last page, then they're fine.
Noted.
Trust me, child, this is a book that you will never... I'm not showing this to anyone. This is only for... I cannot let anyone read this.
Understood.
Plans for armor?
Ah.
And plans for a bow.
You weren't kidding about demon smash.
Yeah. Thank you, I know.
I don't know if I should see that, because technically I used the menu, but
Quality artistic skills when I was,
I'm gonna assume
I see
that
movement.
the bowstring is a straight line, not curvy.
well, yep.
Yes.
And do you really need so much spikes for the armor?
Oh,
Oh, wait, no, that's it.
Is it really?
That last one.
Arlo, I feel like I should go over there, but I don't think Hezekiah's gonna tell Arlo shit.
We can at least.
I don't think he's going to. But in character, Arlo's not sure because he said delicate, and I can't say I'm exactly the most delicate when it comes to situation. I usually fuck those up no matter how hard I try.
I don't make things for you all.
I am not usually that good in inspiration. At moments.
Asking to review it, to make sure that it's good, to make sure that I'm not
It's
fucking
functional.
up somewhere. Okay. That's what I need. If it's functional, then that works.
It could be improved, but it can work as is its intended use to be.
And what are the improvements? Oh.
Oh, right, that's right. Copperbeard told the cavalry talk.
Well,
That's right, now everybody's
you
here.
can reinforce some areas of the armors while underusing other areas because we want to be able to move properly and protect certain vital points. The bow can be a bit more smoother, less spiky. Helps with aerodynamics, and you can't draw this in the design, but you should probably go find more natural strings to help with bowstring, not just like any old string you can find.
Well then, you at least have something like that around? Or...
Yes.
Okay, good, there we go. Then I'll working on that.
Yeah. Professor Virtues.
Yes.
I've come to represent the Cavaliers about a certain concern on a matter.
Oh, no. Should I be concerned?
I think we should
probably
open
not,
concern.
but
Probably not. No.
Not really. It's more their concern than should be yours. You said, I remember that you said that you sent Geo on a punishment exercise.
The punishment will be prepared. However, as of now, I have put her in a area for her to contain her current cursed situation.
okay, so are you
That's
sending
solid.
her after we've dealt with that, is what you're saying?
Hmm?
So you're sending her after we deal with that.
Yeah, well, I'm not technically sending her anywhere. I'm going to invoke the ancient rite done by generations using a ritual that's attached them from many legions of angels in order to impart a fair punishment on her.
Great, that's good to know that I got to
I
listen
was
to
just concerned you were going to
the
send her
history
on
books.
another solo mission, and she nearly died on the 2 previous solo missions she's been on.
To be fair, we were assuming that too.
Why we come here upon this day?
No, but I'm saying that was one of my concerns.
I just wanted to.
Wouldn't the
I'm
punishment
not
of
sending
sending
her
on
on
a
a
solo
mission. The
mission
reason
be
she
counteractive?
I sent her on the last one just because you wanted a favor from me.
I know that. The other one was her fault. I'm not saying that was her fault. No.
No. The problem with saying that the punishment would be sending her on a solo adventure is that the reason why she's being punished is because she went on a solo adventure.
Yes,
Yeah, it would
but
basically
this is the moral quandary that we wanted to ask. So, yeah, considering that Geo is part of cavalry and she went against one of the greatest things about being a cavalry is, of course, leading, and completely walked away from her leadership position to go on a roguelike adventure. I'd like to ask, what brings up the right for your house to punish one of our house's members?
That is it.
She calls him father.
Instead of
I did bring
Mr.
that up. I
Copperbeard.
brought that up.
Simple. Mr. Carbill is currently dealing with already a lack of another
They're
student.
trying to pin virtues. We'll see how this goes.
Committed a bad thing. I do not want to overburden him considering all the rest he's already dealing with his house. Or did
So
he
what
not
you're saying
discuss
is this isn't
And was this
standard
brought up
for a
prior,
professor to
Mr.
punish
Copperbeard?
someone from another class. Is that what you're
Were you
saying?
aware of
You know
this?
it. You know.
At least we're talking about it.
He says it again. Yes, actually he did. Christ, I have. Right. Yes, we did.
Right, so you split the you
Yes,
split the work
yes,
of punishment
sorry,
for you
my-
dealing with Victoria, and they'll be dealing
So
with
you
Geo.
forgot what you're telling us.
Okay.
Yes, I did. My apologies. That's on me.
Okay, so second part of the question. So it will not be a common thing for a different house to punish different houses.
I mean, if
professor
there's
to
large,
punish
if
someone
there's
from a
large
different.
punishing.
I mean,
Honestly,
They're still technically professors, so
If another professor wishes to have another professor be on promotion for whatever reason, it's completely up to them.
Okay, because the main reason why this concern was brought up is because due to Geo being punished for that exact kind of rule she went against, and very punishable at that, I've wanted to know, and same with Mr. Winters here, is how does that punishment correlate if we were to do the exact same thing? Is this a shared punishment that happens to all those who go rogue in a leadership position, or is this something that is very specifically built just for Geo?
Personally, I believe in the idea of personal punishments for each student, depending on the situation they violate and their current position or role. Although, if Copperbeard was to do the same, it's completely up to him.
Okay, that actually clears up a lot. That.
Yeah.
In example, if you did the exact same thing and received the punishment, it'll be specifically different.
Why would
specifically held
the
just
same
for
exact?
you.
So why would it be the exact same? So the exact same thing that's broken, the exact same crime, results in different punishments. Where one person could
It's
have a
specific to the
lighter
person.
punishment than the
People
other.
can handle
person.
different
That's
things.
why I'm.
Something that might be punishing for one person wouldn't be punishing for the other.
Yeah, that's why
Also,
we have to
the
be careful
most-
with
Then
messages.
you could be teaching different lessons
am
from
okay.
punishments, and it
Okay,
stands the question
look, like
how
if
that
you
all
force
works.
someone as a punishment to just, for example, eat a boulder, for most students, yeah, that would suck. For him, that'd be a great meal, you know.
That would be lunch.
That would be
Yeah,
lunch. you know?
that's his dinner.
Well, that depends because that punishment is also
See, I feel like we're getting a little exaggerated. I see the point, but that point just gets strangely, like, just
Well,
stretchily
that's
exaggerated a
all
little
right.
bit.
So let's say
Should've made
if someone was here
Ferris.
stealing forge equipment,
The
right?
Furies Club.
We were stealing forge equipment. Let's say we
Just
stole
a lot of
cars,
hyperkinethals when it's just like, okay,
now
we
there's-
get what's
the
wrong, but
economy has been
I know.
disarray from all these metal
Hi,
bars
Chromia.
we've stolen. Now, are you telling me one person would be punished by having their hands cut off, like typical thieves were, whilst another person goes through?
they have points, but I'm just
mind-bending journey about
almost sitting. I'm about to sit down
stealing.
because I don't know. Where's my sunflower seeds?
500 page
Shouldn't be
essay.
stealing. It's like, is that how it is to be done around here, where one person faces their hands cut
My
off
character's too
whilst
scared
another
to.
goes through a mental torment? Or
He won't do it.
Does everyone get simply tasked with the same thing and have their all hands cut off?
I think
It's
we're
what I'm
figuring out.
wondering.
I'm not gonna
Because
cut all your
without
hands off, that's what you're
without certain rules, there's a lack of order.
Arlo's
and
too-
I'm just
Arler's a little too
curious
pure.
as to the ways of
He's a good
order in
boy.
this school.
He's too nice.
I know why he's asking this. This is very The last time something of the same caliber happened, when we hadn't met neither virtues nor
He pulls out the cane.
something
Yeah,
of
we're
the
just getting comfortable.
order of that happened and it did not turn out well.
Oh, that. Yeah, that. Right.
Yeah. So his previous
Hmm.
experiences, he's basically using his previous experience to ask this.
I think I
It
know what
would
you're
help a
throwing
lot
down.
for later situations.
Maybe you should talk to Virtues.
Basically, you do something
Could get more than
wrong
one opinion.
For whatever reason, because I am not expecting the Rasmonian students to do something wrong and me to dish out punch on a daily basis. I would hope not, or else we would have a serious problem to begin with. The reason why I do specifically different punishment situations besides the enjoyment of it is for the fact that each is more of a the punishment is more of a learning situation of why you did wrong rather than just okay, if don't do this or else this will happen to you. While it is definitely an escape from punishment, we are here to learn and teach rather than actually deal punishments. This isn't a economy, this isn't a town, this is a school.
Okay, I got a
Basically,
question.
we hurt you because we love you.
You, what is your question?
For virtues, and why am I not being punished? At one point, me and Snow decided to go on our own to go chasing down some archer. Instead of being centurions like we were supposed to be, we decided to go on the offense and go jumping around on rocks.
If I may, it's probably because you had
Hey,
it.
you left my squad and went on the assault team and did this.
I didn't know this.
You weren't exactly alone, too.
No, I went around the... Still, my job was to protect people, and instead I abandoned my job of protecting and went on the offense. And
I wasn't
then, when we were
informed
supposed to
that.
return
I'm gonna
back
tell
to the
Virtues
base...
and he can punish you accordingly. Thank you.
You're gonna tell
You are
Virtues?
Virtues.
Kind of...
You are virtues.
I meant to say Fontaine. I meant to say Fontaine. Going in little circles now.
Basically, what you're saying is the only reason you didn't get punished is because you didn't know about it.
Okay, well, never mind.
I'm not gonna punish you for something I didn't know.
Because, like, Arla's point of view is Gio went in by herself.
Okay, then
Amu had someone
After
with
that,
him.
we were
So
supposed
it's
to
like,
return back
eh.
to home base, and me and
Now,
Snow, well, I dragged
that's
Snow
another
along in this
thing.
instance.
Is there an
We
option of
decided to go
leniency?
check out...
Well,
they
that
tell
leaves
you-
another
tell
problem.
you
But at
of
least they
the-
own up
of
to
their
his
punishment.
decisions. You give that. They own up to it.
Hopefully, I would think you guys would be smart enough to not
You
tell
should be
me
a
you did
lawyer.
something wrong to beg for a punishment, but here
I
we
am
are.
a
But
lawyer.
Wait, so are you saying it is far better if we all keep our mouths shut if
Well,
we
might
won't
as
commit
well.
crimes or go against the rules of this school? Because that doesn't sound
I'm not
very.
saying. Okay, as
Hey,
a
we all-
professor,
we
of
was
course I
meant for
want
this,
you
like, you-
to tell me if you did something bad, so it can be a purpose. But as an
He's
individual
doing it
who
on
has
purpose.
existed
Hand him
within
a
a period of
briefcase, hand him
life,
a case.
I also understand that you are people.
There you go, Chromia.
do not wish for
That's the closest thing of calling out he's gonna do.
So
Virtues,
that
let me throw
was
another
just
one in
being
there.
realistic.
Hi, my name is
Let me
Jesse
throw in-
Joecaster. Did you know the Constitution says you have rights?
Compare to that.
Hold on.
What's a constitution?
Let me throw another one in there. So I dragged Snow along to go see if there was a second route into Mayleaf. We
We're
went
not
down
even
with
within
the
that time
rocks.
period.
We could. We're
If we
supposed
did,
to
I think
return back
that's not
to
gonna know
home
what the
base.
fuck
was
that
after
country
You
is.
guys said, "Oh yeah, Gio's fine. Get back to home base." And we decided to go on a detour to go see if we can get into Mayleaf another way. This is how I knew that Mayleaf was burning on the very right side, or the very far side of it. Again, instead of going with orders, I went against them. And yet, no punishment was due for me for that.
I mean, at this point, you just kind of own up to your
Once again,
mistakes.
I didn't know because, no offense, but the Geo situation was a lot bigger since everyone and their mother knew about it. That of course it had to be dealt with punishment.
And then there was Victoria right afterwards, so, I mean...
Victoria's beforehand.
No, no!
Omo, you seem to
well,
be like craving a punishment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you
Gio
okay?
went
No,
out,
it's just
Victoria
a
had
thing.
to
In fairness,
fight,
not punishment.
And then before Gio could even get back, or even the big one.
I mean, again,
Look, I only heard about
go
Victoria
about
thing.
He just pulls on one of your
that
antenna.
one way or another.
There.
Oh.
There's your punishment.
Shit! Ah.
Fuck.
Also,
And Pollock back.
don't
One
leave
person's allowed
the
to touch
scouting party and go and join the assault team.
I wasn't on the scouting party. I
Ah,
was on the main team.
well, don't leave the assault party and join the scouting team.
Wait a moment.
You're
I
making
enjoy
it extra
scouting
work for me to look after people.
But I can't.
Well, you clearly were, because you were chasing the arrow
Yeah.
guy, and that was our job.
I
And
need
then
to
there was
show and
miscommunication
turn
because
around.
we
Is there
didn't
any
hear
more
her saying,
questions
I'm
that I
fine,
can
I'm back at base, come
alleviate?
back. All we heard
Who you
was,
showing around?
fine,
I'm trying to
don't
think
come
of one.
after
My
me.
head is
We
currently
heard-
filled with
We
nerves.
have a new
It's fine,
student
just go
coming
back to
today.
base. That's
Suffer.
all we heard from
Oh.
here.
I
You're
heard that,
asking for
don't worry.
punishment. I
That's
gave
good.
you one.
I don't
A
see
rabbit
any new
told me.
students unless they're not here yet.
The rabbit? The rabbit?
Don't worry, it's
there.
the
We'll go
fucking
meet them. They're
super
lost.
rabbit.
You can have them.
That gives people soup coupons. We call it the soup rabbit.
You're gonna trip over and die in the
Look,
forest until
Bill,
it's
there's
over.
only
Okay.
one person that touched my phone, okay? It ain't you. So no.
Arlo's just accepting it. Like, okay.
I don't
Hey,
believe.
listen, I know how to add stress onto a teacher's day. It's just
Are
fun.
you a lawyer? Is this a side gig being at the
think
school?
it might.
Well,
I
actually, one
think-
being able to know how to differentiate rules and
That's a
rulings and
light
how
job.
people
I
spread their
understand
authority
that, I
is a
understand that.
great
But
way
you
to
are
being able to
very
understand the laws of the
so-
place you're at.
Every little bit of it's a
Oh,
nerve.
yes, I mean, how else
It's meant
would
to
you
pick up
do
sounds.
diplomacy on the more of the becoming morally right in the situation?
I don't know. I spend
Example,
most of my
if
life
someone
like-
was
It's a reaction to
attacking
the tiniest bit
if
of
someone's
vibration. If you
attacking your kingdom or sending little teams
Yoink
in, or
it.
you're having a lot of bandits on the borders start attacking your area, you would be
Should
able
be,
to have to talk to the leader of the other
Careful then.
kingdom and one make it seem that you
Yeah,
are
I'll keep
morally
note
on
of
the
it.
correct side because that is their criminals coming over to our land. Alternatively, you then have to, with that moral high ground, be able to convince them that you're allowed to take care of the bandit problem that's coming down in from the border, whether that means being able to send up a couple extra militaries on that borderline within the actual border, not crossing over.
Okay.
Because
See,
then
I-
that'll be in an
There's someone who's fit for the job, and there's someone who just puts too much thought in the job. And I'm sorry, Jesse puts that thought way in there.
This is...
He really goes deep with those hypotheticals. Just theory up the ass.
You can't handle it. You can't handle a conversation
No,
from a little
a
guy.
sheep, that's one thing. You are a sheep, that's another thing.
Just because the words that come out of my mouth ring true doesn't mean you have to use my physical form to talk
right way my argument.
I'm not talking it away. I'm just telling you to stop.
It's true. I could be
get your
speaking
point.
the way to save the world and something that could be a great lesson for you to learn down the line. And you could be throwing it all away right now.
No.
Well, I guess if he wants to push a border because of a bunch of bandits and cause a war, that's up to him.
You know what? No comment. That's all I'm
You
gonna say.
can't fight me on it. You know I'm correct.
Now that's gaslighting.
That's, yeah, that is very gaslighting.
I think that's just Omu's thing, though. Yeah, I think that was just Omu's thing. He really wanted to get punished.
Masochism.
Masochism is a real thing.
I learned something new about Omu today.
Besides the cannibalism.
How are you doing, Elo?
Not the greatest, to be honest.
Still irritated after the mission?
General,
I don't know if irritated's the word. Confused, at best.
what's up?
I don't know what to do when the majority of the time that we're out doing something, we argue. And that's frustrating for
Look,
someone who has
hey-
support and I know I can't save everybody, but I don't want the majority to be distracted. I think is the word.
Look, me and Jesse had a talk with Professor Copperbeard, and we're cutting that shit. Me and Jesse personally weren't the ones doing it. I'm sure everyone saw who was doing all the arguing, but we're going to have a no tolerance policy on that going forward, basically. So
I
that
already
hopefully
wasn't
shouldn't.
tolerating it.
Well, obviously, but I mean, like, we're going to hit them over the head and tell them to stop no tolerance policy.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Therapeutic, even.
I was just as stressed as everyone else was. I had to protect two of our students.
Yeah, no,
amputate someone's
everyone
leg.
was-
It's
Yeah.
The battlefield is a stressful place.
It
a lot
is.
of the students aren't used to it.
Now we are stress test. Some people did not do well, but you know, we learn.
I know. It's just a thought. What can I do? There's not many of us that are. I don't want to be rude. Active.
You know, you active and you mean to show up to classes or like?
Just show up in general.
Yeah, no, I would agree. There aren't a lot of us, but you can fly. Like, it is basically you and me, and I don't fly often because I like my claw.
I'm used to flying.
Yeah, exactly. That is your thing. You are good at that. That is your speciality.
No, usually poisons are.
What again?
Poisons.
Poisons.
Okay, you have multiple things that you're good at that other people aren't. You're not useless. You have uses on the battlefield.
It's not that I think I'm
You're
useless.
supportive.
I just
Oh.
think I can do better. If I can. Or we.
Well, I think everyone can do better.
Right.
But at the same time, beating yourself up over it is only going to make things worse and
I'm
make
not-
things better.
Not trying to beat myself up, but it's like.
I'm not saying you are. I'm
Okay.
not saying you are, but I'm saying, Charlie, be aware of, I can improve on this. And then beat yourself up about it, which I'm not saying you are, but be mindful of your thoughts, but don't let them consume you.
Well, trust me, I try not to. Just, I don't know what to do. I don't want to be here in uncertainty. That's the problem.
I am not the brightest of the bunch, but
yeah.
There are other professors and other students. You can ask them what they think, what you might be able to do to help better support your fellow students, or just do better. Everyone's here to support each other.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Hello,
so
Professor.
what's the best way I can put it? A house built on a foundation of sand is going to inevitably crumble and fall, but if you have a foundation of concrete, in this case your allies, then you can withstand even the harshest storms.
And
Actually,
that's just a third of things going on. I'm sorry.
A glass house built on a foundation of sand. Now that would be horrible.
Oh god, yes it would.
We didn't have to call it Hezekiah like that. Wow, Professor. We didn't have to...
Mr. Hezekiah is...
I'm making a joke. It's an elementary glass. I'm...
Yes, I was gonna say, I think his glass is much sturdier than what would be
Regular
normal glass, at least.
He's got a glass.
But it is at least good to see that
That's just a third of his issues.
all of the students are in one piece. That is the most important thing to me.
Well, Victoria is left the school again, so yeah, all the students are in one piece. Well, no, Chio.
In one
Most
piece,
students are in one piece.
One can intimidate an opponent
Well,
without,
no one is missing limbs,
interrogate
no
an
one-
opponent without causing physical harm.
Chio's missing an eye.
Yo ho.
So yeah, the most students are in one piece.
I mean,
And if they Arlo healed it, he didn't save it. You can't really do anything about that.
wait, what are you lot talking about?
He said he was not everyone in one piece. I was saying nearly everyone is in one piece.
I mean, from
Wow,
the whole mission
Victoria's
margin,
a bunch of bones that's crushed.
Victoria left the school. She does not count for being in one piece.
Well, she
She was a
does because
student.
at the time she was a student.
yes, and for the most part, only having for how the operation went, only having one critically injured is on a statistic chart.
Should
right?
be 2 deaths.
I think 2 deaths, 15 wounded, and
Yeah.
3 deaths.
Four
One
eyes,
child
two
dead.
is a little strange. I'm used to
One
seeing them
hostage
up here as
dead.
well.
You're
Two
really
transformers.
One
complaining to the
student
choir.
critically injured. One student major injury. Bunch of minor wounds, probably mana burns. I assume.
No. When it comes to this, I
mean, there's plenty.
technically, it's not
My
even
glasses
me
got
casting the
broke.
spell. The spell is being cast from the
Which
book
is-
itself. That's why the
Oh,
book
I
has to
actually
stay near
forgot
me.
about that.
And if the book is destroyed, then well, I go back to looking like a bird. So long as the book is with me.
Alternative good news, sir.
Yes. What I am not necessarily
Well,
the
I
best
just
at
remembered
casting
why
magic. I'm good
one
at
of the reasons in
they
my
say making
before
something
drunken
to
state I
cast the
actually
magic for
polymorphed
me.
myself.
Such as runes.
Yes.
I
Well,
wanted
my
to
runes
test if
are
one's eyes
my
can be
specialty.
repaired.
And
Excuse me.
well, everything that's in
I gotta use the bathroom. I really gotta use the bathroom. Where's the dorms? Yeah. Okay. Bear back, chat. too bad, where are you? Bathroom it is. So I just... No, I gotta get all my hair out of my fucking eyes. Soon haircut. And a haircut in over a year. Alright, we're back.
Oh yeah. I look what I can do next.
Is that what's going on right now? I was super confused.
Oh,
Yeah, that's Jesse.
Oh, Libby's here.
good to see you, Miss Leppy.
That isn't normal. That isn't how transformation works.
Yes, I have to make sure that my appearance.
Wow,
is a bit
are you an
different
expert in transformation? You should
Yes,
transform
I
right
am.
now.
That is
I
literally my
haven't seen
species thing.
I haven't
That is
seen you
literally
transform
my
the
thing.
entire time I've been
That
here.
is
Transform
literally
now.
my thing.
don't recognize me.
I think I'm the expert. I've transformed more than you have.
Thank you.
I
These are
transformed during the
old
war thing.
clothes from back home.
No, you didn't. You had your hand
I
out.
did.
I know that.
There's a
No.
big gobbledygook black
I
hand out.
switched over.
I'm not sure if Arlo should be afraid because vampire, but at the same time he's a bat. I don't know. That's actually bad. I would say that.
That's not transforming.
Well, it's a bit weird to get used to it.
That's
I'm
cloning.
still trying to also get used to the 2 eyes instead of the 4, but it is.
See, transforming is being
The calm emotions would work wonderful for Winters.
You just changed between
I'm not a human.
humans.
Can you not scream in my ear? Thank you.
And don't worry, it's going to be even better.
I'm not a human.
And don't worry, Copperbeard. I put my favorite spell in this one just in case anyone happens to recognize me out and about.
Is your favorite spell like Virtue's favorite spell?
Yes, a little. Well, technically, it's very simple. It's just called Invoke Madness.
Oh, I see.
Do you use it on me, sir? I want to see if I can resist it.
That's not going to change
no,
anything.
I am not.
Oh.
No.
Come on, scientific experimentation requires us to
If I
try
do
these
that,
things out.
Miss Casali
Resistance
will not
or
only have me
on
fired, but she will have my head mounted on the wall as a
I'm not
display.
saying cast on me. However, as far as I'm aware, I am immune to mind-altering
Don't
effects.
sneak up on
But
a
I'm not
dwarf
saying
like
that.
cast
I
it
can-
on me.
So this man is already delusional and insane. He thinks he's the best at
Oh, so you
transformation.
don't want me to open to this page?
I do not want to test the scientific theory right now. I am saying it would. I wonder, but I would not like to test it.
My cavaliers.
Don't worry, I can
yes.
give you an entire form for consent if you'd like.
No, I am by rules of the
There would be
school.
nothing to
Libby.
gain from casting it on you.
Are you sure? You don't know what you can get from madness. Seeing what one's own subconscious
you,
has
Leppy?
planned for you
Oh,
can reveal a lot about oneself and the state of their mind.
You in your office.
Of course.
I am.
And
Is she eating?
This morning, I'm going to be
just a
honest.
moment.
oh, what happened?
Answer you, Mr. Joe said no. In terms of the list of horrors and
Mulling up
nightmarish things that could enter your mind if I even use that just horrid spell, no. I
Don't
cannot
worry,
do
sir.
that.
Humanity's already
Oh,
done
The
that.
guy's
so
gone.
it's not a
Disappointingly.
mind-altering effect.
At
It's
least everyone was
you
okay.
literally drive them mad by sending things into the mind, but you don't alter their
this,
mind.
that spell will show you quite literally
Sorta.
things from other realms, things that you are not supposed to even look at.
Oh yeah, then I really do. Yeah, no, no, I'm good.
You'll see things from different planes of existence.
The
Different
thing that is bringing me
forms
joy
of
at the moment
nightmarish
is
creatures,
my.
their own fears come to reality.
Cavaliers being, well, one being a drunk sheep and
These
the
are all
other
very
being a
Drunk
drunk
sheep.
sir, and I'd love. You
Oh,
make me even more
that does
curious as
sound
to what
very
they are now.
entertaining.
For knowing what's outside of
No.
this universe can
Ah,
create a
Libby.
lot of
Sounds
insight.
drunk.
Jesse, you're already
Hi,
insane.
we're gonna
Scholars
have a
will
new
know this,
professor.
I'm sure you can see the
Oh, good.
Hmm?
Meeting? With who? Mr.
Omo.
Omo or
Omo.
someone else? Ah, understood.
Meeting with him now. Oh yeah, right. It's punishment.
Alright, that's true.
I could have grabbed that.
He
book, that
really
was-
wanted that punishment. No, he was begging for it.
Don't you dare grab
See,
the
that's
book.
Arlo doesn't believe that. He actually believes that he's trying to be like honest.
Am I nuts? No, because I haven't had the madness spell yet, sir.
You are definitely insane.
Holy.
Well,
Alright.
would the madness spell affect someone who is insane? That is the question. We must be having the answer. to
Jesse,
this.
how about we
Facial
lock you in
expressions
a
of the
box
sheep.
and see how you
It
come out
fits.
after that?
Dead.
Lock me in a
Fuck.
box? I was locked in a box once. It felt
Shut
a
up,
rat.
shut up, shut up, shut up, shut
It
up,
made me
shut up.
crazy. Crazy? I was crazy.
Arlo's thinking, yeah, nope, Fontaine's right. I need to learn calm emotions.
That's it. Remind me again to never. I do not know. Whatever you. I do not know where you get your alcohol
It's not
from.
Dowie.
but it
It's not
stops.
Dowie alcohol. It's not Dowie alcohol.
Thank
I'll let you
goodness
know
it's
that one.
not. Thank
This is
goodness
what
it's
happens
not.
when you drink vodka, sir, and a lot of pipe weed.
Can someone get
Yeah.
Finn to stop supplying him?
I
You
can.
think I would reveal my supplies?
It's not me.
Are you revealing where the school is to like a weed dealers?
I might be a winemaker, but it ain't me.
I would entrust a weed dealer to my smokables? No, there's a secret.
See, this is where I wish I played my high elf.
Some sort of magic
I
to
really don't want to
soothe my
look for this
brain.
is a investigation.
See, black. Yeah, man, that'd be me. That'd be me, man.
Puts a little like slime on your forehead. Did it work?
I'm so sorry for the new student, but I mean, it can't be worse than what Ash walked in on
in a sense, it's
when her
working.
first
But it
time
can't-
here.
So yes, it is. Not the end effect, but
Wonder how.
What exactly is wrong, Professor?
So if we have a vampire, that means blood. Arlo's needing to get. Oh fuck.
Yeah, understandable, honestly.
Yeah, we have two headaches now.
See,
But Arlo doesn't know that in character, so.
I am the madness spell.
Alright, everything alright
I
there,
keep
Leppy?
forgetting you're not edible.
Please.
No, I don't think I'm edible.
No, you're not. You told me this before.
I am not even. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go
Where
inside
is
now.
this?
I'm.
Yeah.
Alright. So, you'll
Whoa.
stop. We're going to stop you getting high from Finn's supply, and wherever you're getting that alcohol from, it stops now. Alright. No questions. No buts. No ifs. No whatever. Stops now.
Fontaine and Bird
Arlo could make him sober.
But sir,
leaving where he's going.
sir,
Most likely.
don't you remember that incy, tinsy, wincy favor?
Oh no. Now he's using that gaslighting.
Use that
You're really pulling that here.
to remove this one certain thing.
Thing, Leppy.
But then you have the problem of me being having the ability of alcohol and weed all the time. Now, alternatively, you could be quiet upon this one, and I could probably use that for the sake of goodness instead of the sake of badness. With such a power such as the thing I have on all the teachers until I decide to use it.
Doesn't really sound like a favor.
Sound like black.
Well, it's either
That totally sounds like blackmail.
Something that's more for recreational use, or I could use it for something really bad.
Yeah, blackmail. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if Arlo should report that. She literally go to Virtue's like, hey, one of the students blackmailing your professors. Hi, Lippy.
What's up?
Not a lot. Just hearing one of the students trying to blackmail a professor, you know. I got a lot on my mind.
Oh, why is that? What's wrong?
Just a lot that we have to deal with as support. As Valkyrie. People don't get along, and I understand different views and opinions, and the battlefield's definitely a stressful environment. But I don't know. We don't know if everyone's getting at each other's throats. It's just that's a third of my problem. Just people going off on their own and acting like it's okay. Having to amputate someone's leg, keep 2 people from death. I'll hang on that thought. I don't want to scare the new student.
You have another new student?
What do you mean another? I was told we only had one. I believe the only one they're talking about.
Oh.
I know we're having a new professor. Don't know when. They said soon.
I hope they're nice.
I don't know. They according to Professor Fontaine, or if not Virtues, one of them said that they might be, difficult. And mentioning about reinforcing and repairing the school, it doesn't give me, yeah. Professor Holland was scary. No, I feel like I should be more afraid of them. Another third is just personal things.
I don't want to second guess anything, so I won't say much. But I'm sure it won't be that bad.
I hope not. I just don't know what to do. My chest feels weird. And it's not a good feeling. The bed next to mine in my dorm is empty. I didn't see Kuma anywhere. I don't know if he's awake. He was the closest friend I had. Cora doesn't talk to me. She's been distant.
Sleeping in the dorm?
He's been in hibernation, yeah.
I didn't know it was in the dorm.
Yeah, he lives in 1B with me, Amaris, and Gio. Amaris is asleep, Gio's being punished, and Kuma was not there. Cora's been distant and not talking to me. There's just a lot of things I've noticed that I'm just... It's dumb. I shouldn't probably worry about these things, but they bug me a little.
Well, it's good to get your feelings out, if anything. Even if it may not seem like that big of a deal for others, it's still a big deal for you. And you shouldn't downplay it.
I don't know. I'm not good at this.
I don't think think anyone can really deal with the situation that we're in currently.
Not wrong.
We're all kind of in the same boat here.
That's what we're here for. As Valkyrie, it's our job to support all. So I asked, how can we be better? I got Professor Fontaine looking into something for me. That might actually help. But if we can find more ways to improve ourselves, the more way we can help others so they can do their job. We got a lot of work on our hands. I think it's just 4 of us. You, me, David, and Morris. I think that's it. Kuma was in it too. But I don't know what happened to him. Alright, I think I should get up and walk around some more. Thank you for listening.
What's no problem. I'm always around to listen.
Yeah, it means a lot. He's feeling a little better. He just need to get out of his system, talk to a few people, build friends.
On him to send him to his room.
I focus into, how do I explain? Psychic readings, divination, there's different terms for it, but pretty much the same thing.
Ah, the mind and God. I have absolutely no idea about that second one. But the
Nothing
first
about
one.
God.
Oh, well, it said
Divination.
divination, so I thought that would have been gods and religions and
More
folk stuff like that,
into-
paladins.
More into the planets and stars.
Oh, the planets and stars. Yeah, I have no idea about the ones
Hi,
above us.
Lucky.
I couldn't
Hi,
figure out where the
Olive.
hell we are. But I will say that is an interesting field of study
Excuse me
to
for a
get
moment.
into.
Jesse, punishing call.
Yes?
Teleport to your dorm room.
Hi, my name is Melody. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Lucky.
Thank you for the permission, Copperbeard.
Oh,
Thank you for that.
Hi.
I needed that.
I don't like you. Come away now.
where'd they go? Wait, where'd they go?
Sorry.
He needs a time out. He's a bit drunk at the moment.
Sorry, back. Well, you're on your own. On good luck.
This is not how you treat a student that just got to the academy.
It's fine.
Are they
Sorry
also
about my
students?
sudden disappearance.
What?
Hey, what the?
It's okay.
Yes,
just
yes,
exploded.
they are.
Are they
That's
okay?
Leppy, our resident. Yes, I'm actually not sure. Leppy,
No,
are
they
you
should
alright?
melt and they should melt and be able to. They should really melt and fix back together in a little bit. Give it a few minutes.
What the hell happened?
Oh, it's just a new ability I've been learning. Turn myself into crystal.
Oh,
Bye.
Oh, crystal exploding. Very nice. Are you trapping the air inside of your body and making it very, very, very tight until it?
Yes.
That would be a good way to do it.
Welcome.
Okay,
You've
as
been
long as they're
drafted
okay.
into the army.
So you deal within the
You're not
stars
helping.
and psychological.
I know I'm
what kind of spells does that entail? Or abilities?
No, in
it helps
hindsight, I
me
should have
to
sent him to a
illusion.
different kingdom.
It helps me be able to identify things
that would've
around
made
me.
That would have made diplomatic problems.
Identifying diseases, magic, things like that.
Do you know what kingdom he's
and
from?
is this any type of diseases or just purely magical
The Joe
diseases?
casters are quite popular, so yes, actually.
It can be either.
The more complicated it
talking
is,
about
the
my
harder
family?
it is to work.
Just your home, your home country. Don't worry about it.
Oh, right.
Hey, Mother, what's
Grabs
that
the
thing?
mug from behind his back.
I have no context
Opens the
on
lid.
What theirs might be because they currently look like a sheep.
That's a hopper beer. We have one person drinking already. We don't
Well,
need
he
two.
is a human, normally.
Honestly,
Yeah, I
think,
got that. I just don't know what.
By the time
Normally
I
they
become
were-
Joe
where
Caster's
they are.
level of intoxicated.
it's 2 barrels in. I'm only
Wait,
on
so
my
like
ninth cup.
where the Joe Caster family is located? that what
Your
you-
family, of course. Yeah, I don't know your family.
Oh, it's on the edge of an isle. It's called Britannia. It's a quaint little place.
So the problem is, I don't know if are they actually drunk and high, or is this like a character? Then Arlo will be like, I could cure it.
Mansion in the estate. When I'm not here attending school, or at least while
There's a lot
it's
of
on
fables from there. A lot of
a
life
chill,
lessons and whatnot to do.
nice, relaxing time. Nothing as big as ceremonies or any of that coming up soon. So mainly just trying to keep that all as it is for now until big events come by.
I know quite a lot about different places, but it's only a small thing. Correct myself. I know a lot about different places, just not a lot about one place in particular. I travel a lot.
Yeah,
with my family.
it's a small
Jack of all
province.
trades, master of none kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes
My
better
family
than
is
the
known
master
for
of
more
one.
of being able to produce heroes and such of the sorts. There's plenty of stories you might be able to find around in libraries or books. All theaters, plays that are played to entertain those folks around the world. Depending if it's by my family's company or by another company.
I mean,
Other than that, there's not much
could.
to tell.
We wouldn't stop you.
They're all
Wait,
they're all
what are you
pretty
doing?
quick on
No,
They're busy.
just like, what if when I came here,
are
I
they
just looked like
students?
this?
Yes.
That would be a
indeed.
look.
Okay.
They look very much a look.
Well, they are normally taller than usual.
Well, I mean, normally they're not their usual blob self. Well, I
Grab
mean,
that.
Okay.
would you be able to show up?
Oh yeah, sure.
Nice
what's
hat. Frisbee.
Give it a moment.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
no.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Nope.
Is that bad?
it?
Five. 6.
What did I just come back to?
Is there a
Eight.
hat?
No.
He took his
9.
hat.
But
Jesse took,
10.
his hat.
Me and you both teleport.
He did what?
Where to?
Actually, within the range. Okay, you guys are good. We're just teleporting into the dorm room.
Alright.
Where'd I go?
Uh-oh.
Should I be
Uh-oh.
concerned?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'll deal with Joker.
You stay.
Fail.
Oh, okay.
Should I deal with Joker?
I'm on standby.
I'm just going to put it this way. Don't touch that person's hat. Just don't.
Okay. Got it.
Also,
Oh, no.
this is how Leppy normally would look like.
I see.
He could have
Nice to
picked
meet you.
anyone to take something from, and he
Nice
picked
to meet you,
Basil.
kid.
He could.
Actually, Miss Melody, quick question. Because we are such a diverse group of people, you know, slime, dwarf,
Oh, thanks,
orc,
Zach.
bad folk, winter.
Wow. Rude.
I'm sorry. It was just fun that way.
It was funny,
Changeling.
but... Not changeling either! That's still wrong!
Oh.
Okay. Oh, right. Sorry, I call you that. But it's double ganger. Yes. Hey.
Sounds complicated.
But it is. But what are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Vampire.
She's a vampire.
Vampire.
Oh,
Vampire.
Well, nice to join the living.
Could you give me a moment?
Sure, good.
Can you talk,
Wait, what?
please?
What?
I don't know.
I just
Didn't
thought
know.
they were doing like a standoff.
Do they know
Maybe
each
they're gonna
other?
beat each other up.
I think so.
Apparently.
She acted like she did anyway.
I mean, I know Hezekiah's been like fucking depresso all day, so.
But, question, is Hezekiah... He's human, right? He's not a vampire, is he?
I think he's human.
I don't know.
Which I know Ryan's a human, and I think he's the only other human in the school. Well, and Jesse now, so 3.
My goodness, so many humans. Not enough not enough
So
diversity.
many! That's 3 out of like 26!
It was an oxymoron. Exactly. It's an oxymoron.
Comparatively, you know, you can. If we're going by that, no, I know you're oxymoron, but if we're going by that, there's too many doppelgangers.
I mean, yes, Arlo's a bat, but he's a beastkin technically.
One Wendigo, two doppelgangers, one slime, bat folk, folk, vampire.
Through it.
So, hey, Professor Virtues.
Star Child.
What's the deal with Hezekiah over there?
I don't know. I said he should introduce her to the new student, and he had a revelation while looking at her. So
Well, he walked over
I'm
here.
trying to find
he
the
said,
hat right now.
Vampire. And then they're like, she went like,
Just
talk, and they walked
toss
away.
somewhere in that direction.
Yeah.
They're right over
somewhere
there.
I'll ask about that later. I'm finding
Maybe
the hat.
they're long lost livers.
I mean, he threw in like a free feed, so
I
might have went
would-
far.
I mean, vampires live quite long, so I wouldn't be surprised on that point.
You know
should
what?
write a
Go
book
on
about
with that.
this.
What?
Are we
But
jealous of
you
the...
you know
I
what?
don't-
I'm actually quite curious. Do you do you write books about potential couples around here?
Well, I have it in my mind and never put it down on paper because my hands are always so sticky.
That makes sense. Wait.
So I never actually wrote anything down.
Makes sense.
The last thing Arlo needs is hear about him and Cora.
With how many people have you done this? The head pairing.
Well, apparently that hat's important.
Yes, it's very important.
Say you nut job.
Well, I thought it was just a hat, okay?
You could have picked anyone else with a hat, and you picked him.
Well, I'm not gonna pick anyone else, because he was the one who committed the action to teleporting me.
No schmuck.
Joe Caster. Let's see. What do the wind say?
You know, we can just get you therapy if that is what you need. If you need
Therapy?
help, yeah,
I
ask
don't need
for it.
therapy, sir.
Because the last because our latest battle seems to have quite a profound effect on you.
Nah. I've had worse. I've dealt with
Some of
worse.
them
I can go
they
through
don't
worse.
actually ship, but I think it would be an interesting dynamic to write down.
She's still on to that.
What's dynamic? Are you talking about power dynamics?
Leffy, who exactly have you put together in your head?
Well, like I said,
No.
sometimes I don't actually think that they should be together, but I think it might be
How
interesting
many?
with the story.
I just want to know how many couples.
Are you trying to combine powers like ice with like lightning or something? What's
No, she is
She's talking about relationships.
Yes, she.
She's into fanfics.
That's very
She
curious.
has
No one's. Oh.
No,
Speak of mine,
go
sir.
ahead. Let.
Oh, well, that makes me very curious because I don't really have any exactly a type or anything like that. So I'm wondering.
What is it, my bird friend?
Fontaine says, go say sorry. They found the hat. Squawk!
Oh, they found the hat.
That's to,
Well, better
that's
go
to
say
you,
sorry.
Joe Caster. You're supposed to say sorry.
Well, I'm aware. I was trying to figure out where the hat went. I kind of frisked
They
me for
found
it, so,
it.
you know.
Now you gotta
Oh,
go
they
find the
did.
visual.
Okay,
Biol.
I'll sort it out.
Biol.
I mean, I'll find it at some point.
His name is Biol.
Anyway, what was the question?
Right, so I was curious.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Comparing or relationship stuff. So who would you think would be exactly a good match for me? 'Cause I don't believe I would think of anyone off the top of my head.
Grabs a knife.
Well, does gender matter?
Gender could matter dependent. I think I would want kids one day, so I guess so, maybe, yeah.
Well, you could still have kids
Lifts
with
one
a
in.
guy.
Opens it up. The other.
What are you doing to me, sir?
I don't think he did.
I was confused.
No, I was cutting a piece of a twitch of your hair to put in your
Oh,
ears.
gotcha. Oh. What would it sound like, Tommy?
Whoopsie.
Sorry, repeat that now.
I was just saying you could still have kids with a guy.
Could
Adoption is always a.
Well,
Yeah, adoption is
for
always an
adopting,
option.
but for my bloodline, it tends to have to be through blood, not through adoption. Those
Okay,
who would
you're
be
getting
adopted
really
into my house
sidetracked. You
would
should
be.
go say sorry now.
Well, I'll go look for them, or they'll walk about and I'll see them and do it.
I will think about
Well, here they come.
Okay, because all I heard was you scream vampire.
Oh, if you want to, oh, there we are. There we go.
Oh, no.
I've been told your hat has been found. My apologies for throwing your hat.
And I apologize for
it had
teleporting
nothing
you
to do
and
with that.
interrupting your conversation.
We knew each other.
Good.
Ah, very good.
catching up.
The apology has been accepted.
Good. And
I
vice
didn't know they were
versa.
here until I saw them.
Good.
Yeah.
Probably if we said
There we are.
Anything you want me to do?
No, I just let
Fontaine.
them off with a warning for now.
What the hell is going on today?
I did
know you
inform
very
Mr.
The thing is, I
Caster
just happened to tell you after
At
you.
least
After
The
you
normal
got
chaos.
of my house
exactly what there are.
that
But I
if
know
this
you like
happens again,
weed.
then I will find
Some
I like
someone
weed.
please.
Some fantastic
I like
possibly some
people who've never even thought
However
of
you wish
the
to
notion all the time.
Royal cavalry, that is up to you.
Think so?
But I think
I do like
Just
fighting.
keep in mind
I
that
think it's
these-
absolutely true identity.
Fighting.
One,
Well,
no,
at
no
least
one
when
will
it
ever
comes
say
to
that.
Mr. Bill
barbarian
in his
fighting,
case,
And when they do, it'll be their last.
myself with my book in the artifact
Good
room.
fights, good battles.
These
No.
contain our memories. If these get damaged, we
I mean, that is lying.
forget everything.
Not
No,
saying
it's using an
lying.
alias.
Cannot.
It is a name by which
These
you
are
go
not
by,
to be
but it
taken
is not your
lightly.
true name.
But if someone asks what your name is, and you say an alias, wouldn't that be lying?
I'm going to be sending Joe
know
Caster
a lot
to
of
some
schools that go here.
She got a point. God, is she gonna be a tactician too?
I don't know too many girls that go here either.
Honestly, if she's good with mental and divination, that she would make a good support, maybe Centurion.
punishment I can really give him for this.
Because he needs help.
Don't. This. My last name is Virtue.
Sorry, help.
My
Are you
first name
speaking
will
of me?
you should never speak, or I shall send you
Yeah,
to the
he's speaking of you.
No,
Yeah,
no.
no.
Continue with your headcanon situation.
Well, it's their last.
Oh, just disrespectful.
It's their last.
Maybe
What the heck?
that
Virtue.
Is that like a small cannon you wear on your head?
Go on, Leffy.
I
Go
take
on.
it you are
I'm
the
kidding
new
with you. I write books and I read books. Of course, I know what a fucking headcanon
I'm
is.
trying to think of all the girls that go here.
Melody.
It's
Well,
all I
there's
meant.
Ash,
You need to remember.
there's,
Good.
there's Gio,
Something so easy that I
there's,
don't think
what's
Copperbeer
that
will forget it.
axolotl, like that merfolk's name?
I was just poking fun at Professor Copperbeer.
He isn't here often.
Apologies, I don't normally look like this.
I mean,
I'm
this Geo is
typically,
pretty
well,
cute.
more bird-like, but due to certain matters, I have to be appearing like this. But my name is
Kinda. I don't know.
Fontaine, but you can just call me.
It tends to be whoever shows more affection towards me tends to be someone I like more. They don't really put that much time
I
into
am
affection.
the head of the
and I
Centurion
don't really
household.
typically,
I'm
pay much attention.
at least here to help students hone the arts of all sorts of
Treating them more like a
defensive
friend or
magic
just
and rune
a fellow
crafting
student.
here.
But if
As well as
He also usually looks like a
giving me
giant
lot more
bird.
affection more than usual, then,
Yes.
then it tends to at least give me enough
And
of a clue to think
in
maybe
regards
they either
to
like me or they
at
have
least
an ulterior motive.
non-magic based stuff, I do at least teach a bit of, well, bit of literature here and there. Make sure that
He
Oh,
is very
she's
affectionate
affectionate
towards
a
me.
little bit.
getting what knowledge
Yeah,
they can.
I mean, she's
I always
affectionate with
believe that
everyone,
knowledge
so I
is
don't
the
count
strongest
myself
tool
as
after
special
all.
or anything.
I mean,
met
as
at
a sword and a
summer
hammer
camp
can
one
only
time,
get you so
a long
far.
while back, but other than that.
Or maybe,
Found me pretty far.
if
I
you
don't know,
tell
look at
her
me.
how you feel, maybe
I mean, what about the back of
Because
my
that's
hand?
what you use.
The back of
A
my hand
sword,
is very
a
strong.
hammer, an axe, a dagger, a bow.
What about this hand of mine that burns with an awesome power?
I've gone pretty far.
It will get you as far as you
I feel like you're referring
It
to
can get
someone.
you
I feel
far.
like it's possible.
It tells me to gas.
Yeah, it just as far as you are currently, so
What about Ironwood's case, if you
Oh,
don't mind
very
me asking? If a hand can only give you so far, what's his excuse?
Ironwood?
Oh heavens, I don't even want to
That
think
is
of
a
that.
difficult thing for me to
I don't. You
to-
try that
to-
argument to him. I'll wait. I'll wait and see.
Oh
It
no,
wasn't
I'm
really
not going to
difficult
try
for
that.
me.
At
I
least
just
not in this
thought I'd
form.
just
My
say to him.
goodness, no.
Well, how
this
did
is
you
all I'm
do it?
squishy
Welcome to the
dirt
professor.
and
Well,
bruised like I think what's called a
That's a
like
sitcom show.
bruised like a banana.
It honestly,
Oh,
what's
you're
your
sure?
sitcom?
Yeah,
Not
it's
sure.
good to
or some
know.
kind of
No, no, no,
You know,
no.
And
it's
I just
a
said,
theater
hey,
play.
I like you.
Yes, I put the I put my what's it?
It's the greatest
My
performance
favorite
with
spell in
since
this
sliced
book,
bread.
so don't try it.
I see.
Yes.
And then he was like,
They're
You
technically
have plenty of
skits, but
eyes
you know.
to look at the pages.
and then he was like,
The
oh,
one-shot
well,
skits.
maybe
It's very beautiful, honestly. It's
maybe
wonderful.
someday after
It's
I
all
get done
improvised.
with my
The whole thing.
doings.
Do the theater here.
Well, I know he
Yeah, that's
likes
the rough
Gio,
one.
Yeah.
but
We have a
Gio doesn't
podium.
really like him.
Oh, I see.
Although it's a fighting arena.
Oh, another one that likes you.
Interesting
There's a lot of folks here.
hat. It
Tends to be why I'm
seems
not
like,
very good with those that are very popular. I
resembles
don't want
almost
to
like a
fight
sun
over,
hat.
aquatic life,
over
I
a
think.
woman. I'd prefer
No, but
it
look
if
at the
they
back.
Oh yeah, it does look like a
decided by
jellyfish.
themselves if they'd like
It
some
kind of does
Yes.
look like a jellyfish.
Interesting.
It does not look like a jellyfish.
I don't
It
know
does
if
look
chance
like
to
a
make you
jellyfish.
lose perfectly everyone
I
I've
don't.
used.
I can see it.
I like jellyfish.
A flower then, Hezekiah. It's in a flower. If you...
Yes,
Oh, it's a flower. Oh, it's a flower. I'll take a flower.
Actually rather
Flower
nice.
is beautiful.
Do you not like jellyfish? Why?
Well, it's
I mean,
Gio.
I've never seen a jellyfish, so I wouldn't really know if I like a jellyfish.
I don't. I really.
I haven't seen one. I just know
I thought
people
you
told me
said
it looks
he
like one.
likes Gio.
I forget.
Oh, okay, that's alright. You know, it's fine. You can have it. It's a
Well,
jellyfish.
Omu does like Gio, but
Miss Melody,
Ask them. Ask the ones who
I
come
don't
from
know
the
what
region
her
where
feelings
you don't
the
mind me asking,
jellyfish is.
asking
Oh, no.
out of my
love.
own curiosity.
I know, like,
from
Omu
which region
loves
do you hail
Gio,
from?
but
Oh,
I
no.
don't feel that way about him.
I'm a
Oh.
traveler. I don't really have one place I'd settle.
Oh, no.
Ooh, interesting. I'm always
Well,
fascinated
for me,
to
it's
meet
just
other
difficult
individuals
thing to-
who
Oh.
who have interest
Lippy
in
likes Omu.
exploring different parts of the world. It's always nice.
Alright.
Who knows? Maybe you'll like.
Oh.
Maybe I'll actually make
Oh, no.
some other regions here.
Yes, Hezekiah, what can I do for you?
There's some places I
have
can't
that
go
much
though.
experience.
With how I am.
outside of
Do you have anything planned?
those
Fair enough.
childlike tendencies.
Trust me, it's the same
Yeah,
with
see,
me.
a lot of people like her.
Honestly, Hezekiah,
As I said, who knows? Maybe
Huh.
you've been
I
to some
have
places
not
that even I
been-
haven't been to. I've done a fair
I've been
bit
still
of traveling,
dealing with
but
the
then
recent
again, I've only
events.
got so
I've not
far I
had
can
my
go,
mind
and only so many places
to
that I
click
can't go to.
into a lesson.
It's
Maybe next time.
okay.
My
No
apologies.
offense, I mean,
No,
I wouldn't want to
don't
end up
apologize.
walking around in
Everyone's there for
at least
recovering.
Professor Virtue's home.
I'm
Was
sure
it-
Omu will
at
keep
least
enjoying
where he
it
is from.
eventually.
You know,
That place is
actually,
far too dangerous
ah,
for my kind.
Education lesson.
Where are they from?
Yeah, that probably
I'll let
I might
Virtue
have
do it.
accidentally heartbroken. I might have accidentally heartbroken her.
Why have you heartbroken the levy? Hold on.
You're
Levy,
I-
you're a
we were
wonderful
talking-
individual
we were
who's amazing.
talking-
They do
we-
wonderful
Up to you.
things. They
No.
work every day.
relationship.
And your
No,
healing
okay,
specialty
no,
is
my
one of a
eyes.
kind, out of this
I'm
world.
going to go
Honestly,
to my
beyond the
office
stars
to
and above the galaxy.
finish up some paperwork
Oh
and
no,
sleep on
Kaya,
that
we were talking
paperwork.
about relationships, and I
have
we
a-
were
why
talking
is
about
that again?
Gio, and I mentioned how Omu liked Gio,
I've
and
been there
then
before. Not for long.
Oh,
It's actually where most of my kind are.
wait, Levy, do you like Omu?
It is,
I do.
it's a place.
Oh, is it?
Well,
are they
now
the
I
one that
understand
said
what
you
was
were
happening
that
several
you like
weeks
a little sister?
Yeah, it's a place that I'd rather not visit. One of the few places that I'm like,
Levy, nothing is set in stone. You still have
I'd
a
rather
chance.
view Pandora from a distance.
Yeah, at least I like to believe so.
Honestly, with the
Everything's set in
constant
stone.
rage.
Because he's sitting here making sure he's not heartbroken with Cora.
That's not exactly what
But he likes her. He's not in love with her.
Though I will admit,
Traveling
Tra- attracted.
your best pet in
But he'll
Pandora.
still be stung. It would hurt.
Understand his life.
Again, that's like another third of his problem is that she's not talking to him and just avoiding him. Like he's just like, okay, well, I don't know what I did wrong, but I can't do anything. So he's just focused on his job. Being
you're not helping. You're
I feel like
We
you're
can
almost
hold
doing
the
this on
fort.
purpose.
No, see, you gotta have the demon on their shoulder. That way
Miss
they go
Melody?
away from that fault entirely and go for the good
It
fault.
was nice to meet you.
That's
Well,
where
you
you
just
two
I
tell
hope
them
to see you in my
good
lessons.
No,
They're simple.
someone in their case of being lost, they will start to overthink it and start to
Melody,
do
I'm not
other
sure.
things.
I'm
If the
pretty sure
quicker they get rid of that
Perseverance
fault
is
on
one
the
of
early
the but
stages, the less likely
we
they're going to do it in the later
did
stages
have
when
a
it's not working out
professor
if they
for
become
the
impatient.
Valkyrie household here,
Yes.
but
I don't know how
I typically think
relationships
that line of
work, but I
thinking-
know
away handling
I know how to
other
do
leans
that.
more
business,
towards
so
more complicated
in the meantime,
individuals who have more complex.
So
After
we're
it
applying the
was
tactics of
until-
love.
at least an acquaintance
Levy's a much more
of
simplistic
Mr.
individual.
Virtues is here to fill in for
They're not as
at
complex,
least
therefore they don't require
was Professor Holland.
sophisticated mentality.
So,
Okay.
at least in the meantime,
Not to say
Miss
that she's not
Kisawi,
a complex
who is
individual
the
in her
headmistress
own,
here, if she is around,
just in a
though
different
she's right now out
method
of, what was it, out and about
of
handling more
complex.
diplomatic
I can see, I
measures.
can see.
So,
Yeah.
at least
Yeah, I'm sorry.
whichever one returns for whichever one
Well, I'm glad
ends
you're
up
so
getting
good.
here first, whether it be
I don't like it.
well, Mr. Ironwood or
I
Miss
suppose
Kisawi, then they will be handling
Ironwood.
things for the Valkyrie household at least.
Oh no, I have to. Oh no, I have to
Understood.
explain something. Oh no.
about
Professor,
What
why
is
have
it?
you
Ironblood
Look at
likes wielding trees as weapons. I have to explain to him not to do that. Oh no.
Professor, who is Ironblood and why am I
Ironwood.
The
My-
Great
I- oh,
Ironwood?
Ironwood.
My god, they say his wood
is
made
that
of iron.
gonna be my new professor?
Atlas. Yes.
Yes, he is.
Atlas
Oh,
Ironwood.
I think even you know you interlude. You were just like, oh,
Well,
here's the line.
as long as he
let's
doesn't use
just
that
do
one
it.
or try to use quite literally a dragon that is made of
Hi,
the
Jesse
tree, then
Turcast,
we
the
should be
class
fine. Well, the dragon that's part tree,
Understood.
part stone, but
Also the trees, not the trees with the crystals in them.
Yes.
That's
those
that
as
too.
well. These should be fine. That should all be good and dandy, but
Oh,
as
he
long
can
as
summon
doesn't-
normal-sized trees like that.
Wait a
It
minute,
doesn't-
but
it'll
hold
be
on.
fine.
Who speaks for the trees? I can't believe you would just allow him to run here without willy-nilly, without any type of repercussion.
They
Who
don't
was
speak
there on
for the
behalf of
trees.
the
They
trees?
use the trees as a weapon.
Allow.
No, but somebody has to be on the trees' behalf.
Oh, he said allow.
Holland, I would have to go into my true form to stop him. I can't stop him like this.
Oh no. Oh no.
Snort.
Yeah.
I have to use that to get him to just stop for even a moment's notice.
Your night.
He claims to be human.
Inhuman. Claims to be human, but inhuman in terms of its strength. Oh.
Oh, absolutely. He's known around in my area for taking on an entire army by
Why
himself with nothing but his
is
fist and a
he
tree.
part of Valkyrie?
Because his specialty is...
This is all his physical strength. Magic-wise, he has no abilities whatsoever except healing magic. He's actually well known for punching his comrades with healing magic. Literally.
Literally. He punches you to make you feel better.
Wait a minute, hold on. Wait, he's the one that's over support.
I'm gonna cry.
Yes.
You, Arlo.
Oh, trust me, no.
You've got a tree-wielding, army-fighting madman running around who's going to be telling you, punch that individual and heal them back, or otherwise you're going to do 50 laps.
I don't know why you're giving
The 50 laps is not a bad thing. I can't punch.
Keep in mind.
I can't make a fist.
Oh yeah, he'd probably tell you to kick instead. Though.
Oh, don't worry. He's going to be teaching you both. You all as well. You're not excluded from this.
Wow, look at the time, man. This academy was wonderful.
You're suffering with me.
This academy was wonderful. We should really get going, honestly.
Understand
specific leadership.
Because Mr. Hezekiah.
Okay, I was joking. That's a joke. That was a joke.
Oh, okay.
Should I guard the door?
Don't trust me.
thought you were
It's
serious.
not going to matter. He'll break through it eventually.
We're gonna go to long haul.
He sounds like a force of nature.
Literally.
Yes, the real force of nature for a professor.
Yeah.
Can I just take lessons from the dragon?
Actually, it's nature and fire. It does not make sense.
I'm curious on what that means.
What?
Really? Wait, I thought...
Fire in nature? That does not make sense.
Fire to propel himself faster at enemies.
He has two
That sounds about it.
conflicting
I mean, I can.
I'm sure.
I can
How
learn,
in the world?
Maybe they can write.
I don't
I can
understand
learn what
him.
they're
Where do you
writing.
find these people?
War.
Fair enough.
War.
I don't.
I'm sure there are probably books.
I
on
don't
that.
go deal with war-related issues. Oh,
Of how to
no.
speak it or how to.
I'd rather
read it?
just deal with my research. and my
Probably
travels.
both.
You see a lot of interesting
Possible.
Considering all night
Yes.
types walks through these halls.
But yes, Mr. Hezekiah,
Imagine that there
don't
wouldn't be
worry.
something.
You'll be
my
finding
It's
Mr.
pretty big.
At least you seem to be very quick to leave the moment I told you that you are going to be joining also Mr. You and, well, the rest of your peers, all of the non-Valkyries are going to be joining the Valkyries in lesson with at least lessons from Mr. Ironwood. Mostly because, well, do you want to just put it bluntly or should I? I believe he's occupied then, never mind. But in regards to some of your peers, communication seems, communication and trust seems to be one of the weakest areas, so...
That's a concern.
I just got told his middle name, and I hate
My
it.
level of concern is rising.
His
Okay.
middle name's Lorax.
He speaks for the trees, Professor!
Like in the books?
Yeah.
He does speak for the
A-L-I.
trees.
Like in the
And
books.
they speak.
Yeah, the fairy tales.
I cannot believe.
Which honestly is kind of weird to say because this entire
Melody, we
thing
need to
is a
construct
fairy
the
tale.
ultimate plan. We need to construct the ultimate
I
plan in
haven't
order
met
to make sure that we
Mr.
possibly
Ironwood before,
avoid
but
every incident
I'm
that
going
could
to have
possibly
to
ever be
use-
conceived involving this professor. This professor sounds like an
Just absolute fear.
To the best of my knowledge, I may have to use Invoke Madness just to see if I can get him to stand still, but even then, I'm rather concerned that he'll
If anything happens, we initiate the fail phase.
honestly probably just keep moving forward.
But what is the plan? Just run?
Oh, he gone.
I am curious, Professor. Is there anything in that book that I could learn at some stage?
Can we watch?
Possibly at later
On the
stages,
difference?
but for
Professor.
at least sometime soon,
Be
no.
entertaining.
Well, I look forward
What
to the day I get
are you two talking about?
Yes, when it comes to this book, there
Watching
are
disaster.
many things that are inside of it. There are
Well, you'll definitely fit along well here.
spells for protection, illusionary work.
I should hope
more
so.
protective spells, at least. Most of my
They've
protective
been with me for
spells
longer than
are
I can handle.
jotted down in here just to make
Also,
sure.
I never introduced myself. I'm Arlo Rivers.
Nice to
I
meet
know
you.
you can, but I'm saying at least for
spells
when I'm
would be
out.
quite useful.
My name's Melanie. Sorry.
Nice to meet you.
Shields.
Arlo is one of our top supports. Honestly, I don't know what I would do
Spells
without
for
him.
thi- oh, spells and runic magic for things such as shields.
If you need healing or something with poison.
zones,
Oh.
illusions, mirror images.
I'm sorry, say that again?
Oh, bad headache.
Different means
Bad
or
headache.
at least
Healer?
Yes.
creates a bit
And I
of
can also cure poison.
distrust and misdirection amongst anyone who
Oh.
wants to at least try and
I have
cause me any issues.
I'm good at finding out if someone's affected by
Well, I've already
poison or
proven
any
that
other
I've gone
things on
I
a
can go
person.
ahead of the current
I can too
curriculum
usually,
a
so
little bit by
it's nice to
learning
have
some of
helping
the rules
hand.
from your own personal collection. So if it's
You can
something that
also
you're willing to teach me,
detoxify it as well.
I'd be happy to learn.
Oh,
Yes,
good to
the
know.
only one there's only of course a select few spells
See what he's
that
forgetting to
I've
tell you
copied over
is that
into this
because,
book that I cannot
because of his
teach
nature,
you,
he can literally take to the skies and spot
that would
many
get me
miles
in
away and then take that crossbow
so
that's on his
much
back
trouble.
out of
I
nowhere.
can at least
The
do
enemy's
the
down.
ones that
Literally never
at
had a
least
chance.
Miss Kasawi will allow.
I could do something similar.
You got a bow?
Since when?
Past
It's
year,
an interesting
perhaps.
time. Yes.
Wait, hold on. You could fly?
I'm jealous.
Glide,
No, I did
glide,
right,
floats,
good.
nothing
I didn't-
crazy.
I was trying to remember.
Oh,
But
okay.
I can actually hide. It's pretty hard to see me when I do it, and then I can shoot with my bow.
Writing something like that.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
mostly
just
making
have,
sure I
jealous.
wrote down
I'm
the
envious.
entire
have this
way.
crossbow. That's about it.
What's that?
Basically performing it. It's a whole mess.
I'm upset. I'm crying.
Why are you
It's
upset?
the only spell that takes so much out of me.
What's wrong?
Because I do so much. I do so much.
You what?
Is
I miss so
peering
much.
into the mind,
You
showing
missed.
them
I mean.
all the
I mean,
different
it was the same
horrific
process
creatures
as
of
like
this
before. I just read a
plane
lot of
existence
books.
as well as others.
And
It's
practice
not
a
a fun
lot.
thing to see, trust me. See things
You-
you can't see.
She okay?
Okay, I'm over it now. I'm over it now.
Hey.
Things that would drive
I'm done.
those with the strongest mental fortitudes
I was
insane
just-
within a matter of minutes.
Is Libby okay?
She's a bit heartbroken right now. She needs love advice. Here, Kai, you're better at that than I am, I would say. She's in the Grand Hall.
Dangerous trap.
We can do it for extra credit. First student to escape from the astral
Sometimes
sea
you
alive
have to
and
know
with
what
their
battles you
sanity
can't win.
gets like extra points or something. I don't know.
I don't think that's happening.
Maybe.
I have bad timing hearing that.
Get extra credit. I don't think it ever happened.
Macadamia?
I do like white chocolate. Wait, it's not about me.
No,
we
I'm
talking
not,
about?
You're not a student. Oh, would you like to take a trip to the astral sea? You could do it for like I don't know extra
Last
credit.
time you mentioned that, I really, yeah, from what you told me about that, I'm good personally.
But it's only unspeakable horrors from different planes of existence and things that will probably drive you to insanity within seconds or possibly kill you.
Why the heck do you offer us that?
I'm good personally.
We need a big
It's not a literal sea. It's called the astral sea because of how vast it is. It's not actually water.
big boat.
Oh God.
But no, that in terms of my invoke madness, that is
Yes.
Trust me, you'll see things from there too.
Atlas, Lorax,
So
Ironwood.
your Invoke Madness spell is a diet version of the Astral Sea, basically.
It's a sneak peek.
It's a sneak peek, yes.
You two have been, yes.
Just-
Yes, you two are.
Congratulations. You get
Congratulations. Arlo's gonna be fucking terrified of you, probably more than he's terrified of virtues, and this Baz is definitely afraid of virtues. But all this thing they're talking about Ironwood, Arlo's like, I'm fucked. Without trying to cuss, just, I'm fucked.
The sheer amount of, like, well, just raw magical power that I need to even use that.
Watching Arlo fucking do some kung fu fighting, healing, punching them to heal.
And then promptly go just unconscious for like about a couple days because it takes so fucking much out of me.
And then there's poor Libby. Oh, I actually feel bad.
Love Train.
I did that. I was out for like what, 5-6 days?
Love Train? You had to say it like that?
6 days. I was spending a week, but you
I only heard bits and pieces of that conversation.
You bet it?
TLDR.
Of course I bet it.
Leppy is in love with Omu. I mentioned to Leppy that Omu loves Dio. Leppy is...
Eyes roll to the
Not
back.
taking it well.
Not taking it well.
Mouth, just
Pretty much.
spasming, and then they're just gone.
She already got turned down by Omu because he was like, maybe another time, but she didn't know why.
Include the ones that aren't connected to the head.
Yikes.
Don't trust me. That's why I'm making
I
sure not to
mean,
do that anywhere near
I
you.
didn't really know she didn't know. I wouldn't have
But
brought
you
it
already
up
know the
if,
key language is just
I
make
didn't
sure that
know,
none
but
of
I
your
not
eyes
usually
look
try to
at
pry
the
who
book
likes who.
itself, and then you're fine.
Again, I respect.
Wait, you really didn't know?
No.
He doesn't really hide it all that well.
No, I'm saying as
I
a
am
kid,
not usually around him that much.
look at it and you're fine.
Every little action she does
It's very
flusters
hard,
him.
but I will try.
You know, just I'll turn it over so that way you just see like the back and the spine of the book.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Better for me.
Rude.
I mean, I like Cora. So what?
Yeah, see? You can admit it.
What are we talking about? His obvious love interest with
Crush?
Dio? Yes.
Yeah.
It's not my fault that she also likes me. I don't know how to handle it. It's not.
Do you have proof?
Okay.
Oh, this should
What
be
kind of response is that? It's not my fault. She
interesting when Iron shows up.
Oh, yes.
What
Yes.
proof do you have?
Do you think he'll try something crazy like throwing one of the students off a tree?
It's just not really been a good time to talk to her about it.
No, he'll
but
put a student on a tree and then throw the tree.
We've...
Like, you're making assumptions.
What?
If
He has an unhealthy obsession with nature. Well, I say unhealthy, but
I
for
would
him it's
be
natural.
safe in my assumption.
Technically healthy, but also...
What is he?
It hasn't really been a good time recently to talk with her about it. I haven't really...
Oh, he is something.
You say
Something
human,
that
I
should-
really
They
have a
took
hard time
down
believing
the
that.
test, and then we went on the trip, and then...
It can't be.
Like I said,
There hasn't been a good time.
How can I best describe this? There are very few individuals that I fear, and some of which I've met, some of which I haven't even met yet. Ironwood is one of those cases. I fear that individual. Genuinely.
I'm not.
Can you do me a huge favor? Do you have contact with Ironwood still? Or is he... Did you just give him a location here to
Fine,
show up
just
at some
gotta
point?
accept my fate.
I should still be
You'll be fine, Arlo. He'll leave.
Can you let him know not to throw...
I don't know, I'm pretty squishy.
That is simply just the only
Oh, yeah, sure. Tell him about your book as well.
Yeah,
Well, the
it is-
book's...
oh my goodness.
Well, the book's in the artifact room. I feel like that's a bit more given.
Chaos of...
I'd rather also him
Ironwood
not...
out of the artifact room.
Well,
I'd also
professors
rather
have
him not
access
grab
to
this
the-
and...
There you are, Tech. Yes.
Okay, so what
Oh,
you're telling
God.
me is that... Yeah, maybe you should sort of give him access. From the way you're describing him, he sounds like the person to throw an artifact on the floor and then throw it into the
I'm going to say-
forge.
Technically, no. The best way I... At least
He's a
for
crazy
my...
madman, but he's not stupid.
Yes. That and also, considering the fact that there is nothing nature...
You know, Siva, why do I have the insane teachers?
Well, there's one, but it's not fully charged yet, so we're fine.
Maybe just don't tell him about it.
It was in there, did you?
Of course not.
We went from Professor Holland, like, Arlo's intimidated by him. Boom, Ironwood. Okay, nope.
If you tell him that it's just filled with, like, I don't know... books
Fuck
and
this shit, I'm out.
weapons, I don't think that he'll have any interest. I mean, for
I'll
goodness
tell
sake,
him
he
it's
just
full of
sticks to
nerd
punching.
stuff.
My book is in there.
Thank you for the heads up, Ryu. I don't expect anything less.
Fair enough.
I mean, you're following you right now.
I know you like
That's not...
I know it's for the spell, but I'm just saying.
I find it very keen and interesting. I don't have to call it nerd stuff, my goodness.
If he thinks it's nerd stuff, he won't touch it within a mile. It's fine.
So he's that type of person.
I hate that it's true. But yes, as long as he the worst thing that he could do to me right now is honestly, well, a couple things. If he
Bear hug you,
if
break you in half.
well, the actual book itself, then well,
Oops,
I'm
squish the
pretty much
bat.
considered useless. If he destroys this thing, well, I go back to looking like a bird. Other than that, I'd rather just not be a punching bag. Especially considering the fact that since he uses fire, that's not really good for me.
Oh no.
Ice does not do well with that.
Well, like I said, none of his magic is combative, so.
Well, sir,
no.
we both know
Except he
how
uses a
magic
goddamn
is
tree.
resistant
Like,
to fire.
no
That's
offense,
not combative.
fire actually heals people, and he doesn't even know why.
Yeah.
What?
I still would not like to get hit with that.
Me neither.
Well, that is
I
true,
would-
and while yes, we're resistant to fire, understand he is persistent. If he wants to find a way to injure someone,
That is.
he'll find a way. He
I believe
is-
it.
well, as he calls himself, he is the human equivalent of essentially bashing your skull against a door until it opens. And one of two things will happen: either the door will open, or he will
Or your
bash his
skull
head
will cave
against
My
the door
skull
again.
will open. Yeah.
I don't know if his skull can cave in with how stubborn that one is.
I mean, from the way you're describing him, I'm not entirely sure there's much in there to be caved in. It might just be a solid brick.
I'm gonna be kinda sad I missed next week's session. This is great.
Movable object.
And no, he also sounds like an unstoppable force.
Actually, the best way to
Actually,
describe
that-
it is, you know what a dwarven train is?
Oh no.
Oh no, yes. Yep,
He's
that. Yeah.
Hard to derail once he's get going. Doesn't stop for anything.
He's a large mass that goes really fast. If you get hit by that, you're as good as dead.
I forgot. Didn't you tell me some of his magic was like fixing limbs or something along those lines?
He's literally like good at support and healing, but goddamn, he's scary. Then that's what I'm
Failed
getting.
experiments, he switched to a terraforming Colosseum form of way of doing it.
Why did we hire him as a professor again?
Because he's also the best way. He's the best way of
Lippy.
teaching all you to communicate properly after that
I
last
am
mission.
best, Lippy.
You are the best, Lippy.
It wasn't the majority
I'm
of
not
us who
blaming
were
you
having a.
specifically. I'm telling the
Not
entire
you
school as a
specifically, but
whole.
yes. So a
I'm
good
being
amount
the
of your
best
peers
Lippy I can
had
be.
rather horrid
Excellent, Lippy.
communication
You're doing
and
a good
trust
job at it.
issues. So, well, since Holland is still away, and honestly, I don't think Holland is that stubborn or, well, to put it
Well,
bluntly,
Holland liked to
ruthless
call
enough
himself
to-
the mean professor, but kind of hard when he wasn't real.
That's
Yeah.
him.
He almost
I didn't want to say
cried
anything.
When he found out you had D&D and didn't
No,
invite
that's
him.
virtues. No offense.
None taken.
When it comes to Holland, he's not that stubborn or ruthless, so... Well, I had no one to suggest because...
Question.
Well,
What is a D&D?
at least individuals from my travels,
Question. What
game.
is a D&D?
they don't really do any teaching. So there was no one really that I could necessarily contact for this. And, well, before Miss Kasawi decided to leave for at least handling more logistical and diplomatic measures outside the school, well, it was myself, Kasawi, and Virtues, and Copperbeard. We need to figure out who exactly to fill in the spot, since Holland can't always be here, especially due to him handling research that sadly does need to take up more of his, at least, attention. Professor Virtues had offered the suggestion of ironwood, and, well, how do I best put this? They kind of won by default, considering that there was no one else who we had as suggestions.
Basically, he was picked because he was the only option.
Yes. Well, the only option that can also fit, what we needed, which was someone to kind of work with the students to help them better their trust and communication. And, oh my goodness, I am probably going to have to be on standby a good amount of times if he gets a little too into his work.
You're really not selling me on him.
He does get results.
I know, and it terrifies me. I still have yet to meet this individual face to face, but I've only heard all the stuff you've told me about them.
You're less scared of him and you've only heard of him. That worries me greatly. And
Oh, you should. You should be.
There's only
Already am.
In all honesty, there's only 2 individuals who have ever managed to actually strike even fear somewhat in me, whether it be long term or even for a moment's notice. And those 2 really are just Virtues and Ironwood. That's pretty much it.
right.
Hello.
Yes, Virtues, the individual who has on record made massive craters using my body whenever we have our sparring sessions, as well as made a knee-shaped...
I don't think it's called pinball. I think it's called mutilation. I think.
As well as made a knee-shaped hole in the wall plenty of times. And then there's Ironwood, which, if they're anything like Virtues, I am going to have to make sure I have protective runes on standby.
Oh boy. Isn't one teacher trying to kill us enough?
Nope.
Really not. I'm more terrified that Miss Kisawi was just very quick to be accepting of this idea. That's what concerned me.
I think I'd rather have the devil I know than the devil I don't, honestly.
It was just like, oh yes, splendid idea. I'll bring over Ironwood.
Oh, she knows what she's doing. Honestly, worst comes to worst, she's the worst thing I fear. Okay, I agree on this entire school.
I only fear Miss Kasai in the regard of losing my job, but in terms of combative measures, I'm rather fond of Miss Kasai. She and I work well together.
Combatively, I'm not scared of her. But diplomatically and, well,
oh yes,
economically
absolutely,
is a different story entirely.
She's got her own part not to be fucked with.
It's already
She
one
signs
reason
the
to feel
paycheck,
that.
she signs the books, she signs the papers.
Oh, you're an RP break.
With the government, and she clears with the authorities.
She puts up with you, she puts up with me, she puts up with Holland, or she did put up with Holland.
Until they got rid of Holland.
She puts up with Copperbeard.
You can't convince me he didn't kill Holland, he's dead. It's why all the spirits started getting active. After Holland stopped showing up, all the spirits started getting active in the school. You killed him, and he disturbed all the spirits.
Also,
I feel like this is like a game of Clue.
what are you going to do about Holland's workshop? Are we just going to give that to Ironwood then? 'Cause I'm pretty sure if we do, it's just going to turn that
I
thing into a
heard about him
personal
having a
gym,
man cave, but
Exactly. He'll turn into a man cave.
I turn to a personal gym at this point. But
I mean, a
either
gym
way,
around the school might actually not be the worst idea.
He's got a point. The gym's not entirely
it's
bad.
not the fact of a gym being there. It's a
It's
matter
like you
of
telling Arlo to run
consider
50 laps. That's not
being
bad. He's fast.
Well,
That's not the worst
Can
thing.
I go up by a ton to the...
possibly.
Like, it would suck, but that's not the worst thing.
To the best of my knowledge, he is the type to say that he doesn't need, I believe, what do they call it? A spotter?
Spotter, yes.
Yes, he doesn't really need one of
If
those.
he can't find a spotter that can lift the
You're gonna make me run as a fact.
That too.
He won't be a fruit bat once I'm done. I'll make sure they are a level 100 Crobat.
looks like a human. He's the same size as a human.
Well, holding sandbags? Well, Arlo's fucked. He's not strong.
Clearly dictates otherwise.
Maybe he's just a very small giant.
Honestly, I would not be surprised.
I mean, like, giants can have dwarfism. Not to say dwarfism, but, you know, it's... He could just be a small giant.
I honestly would not be
That would also-
surprised. In the
But that would
slightest.
also mean he doesn't know that he's a giant as well, because I swear he claims.
From the way you describe him, that wouldn't surprise me.
No,
Have
I
you
didn't
considered
realize.
a half giant?
Maybe a half giant.
Made of rock.
But still, he would
The
have to be
fucking
short
giant
enough
of
to
some
have
kind.
To be human-sized.
Rocks, I think.
No, but I'm saying if he gets too
Who's
into
over
his
there?
sparring, do I have to have any concern of him quite I'd rather him not turn me into an art statue or
Rubble.
Paste.
rubble.
Oh, welcome back, Omu.
Oh,
You're the defense teacher. You
what are
should
you
be
gathering
fine.
for?
Oh, God.
Just talking.
There's
Talking about a
only
new
so many
professor.
spells I can throw out
Fear.
before I run out. You do realize that? Maybe.
Fear.
I don't know how if he.
Although
even
he's
rests.
scared
Does
of
he
his new
sleep?
professor. I am too.
If you get enough.
Oh, we're finally getting a new one?
Yes. Ironwood, Atlas Ironwood.
Yeah, well, that means something to me.
He is. Oh boy. He is one of Mr. He is one of Professor Virtue's acquaintances.
Arlo, big scared.
There's times that
Oh, that's great.
he has been in combat, so expect him to be at least as much of a force of nature as Virtues can be. Who knows, maybe more. I have no idea. I've
So what
never
you're
met
telling me is that the supports are going to become the new main force or something? Like, are they become the new combatants?
I have no idea. That is.
I would say that, but they will definitely probably be a lot faster in healing people. Or
I think the
else-
last thing.
And Arlo's already fast.
Didn't you
I think
tell
arguably he's the
Ironwood
fastest
that
when it comes to running.
We need to hit, like, we mainly need his.
Because he does keep, like I saw in the mission, like he did cut up to Jesse, who was using his wind.
He just said, leave it to me.
Who went this?
But, and just left it at
Muscles
that.
in my jaw cramped. Ah, ow. That fucking hurt.
Okay, let's hit it.
In any case, I think I'm going to at least head out and handle a bit of research here and there. Lee, do you think you can hold down the fort at least? Or do you require my assistance?
I can hold down the fort. You're good.
I will see if I can, hopefully with this appearance, stop by the area of our last little expedition and see if I can gather any bits of information, but let's just hope that they've gone and
Research
left.
those lanterns. We have to know what to do fully.
Exactly,
Don't
that's what I
worry.
aim on doing.
I can see up here. Squawk.
Yes, that's why you're coming with me. I have to make sure that we have avid, at least eyes.
Okay.
You know, I just have an inkling of what those lanterns might mean. What they're for.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's crazy to me, but maybe these lanterns are lit up to light an area.
Brilliant.
Oh, thank you, Jesse. Jesse, you live up to the Joestar name.
Now, wherever there's markings and such on the lanterns, that's an entirely different thing. And if the fire comes in different colors, then it might be an alchemical powder probably put inside of the oil lantern depository. My best guess.
Is she by herself over there?
I don't believe it's something that simple, but I'll wait till he comes back with his final results.
I mean, if the fires get changed, people, lantern makers all the time make little crafted components. Example, there was a church that I knew a long time ago, and what they would do was have a secret compartment to put a certain type of salt there, so that way it would keep the flame glowing blue color to incite help incite religious belief into the locals nearby.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to see the rabbit.
Tell me, did these lanterns have weird energies flowing from the ground into them?
Well, if it's linked through actual energies, I mean.
And if that large tree hits Arlo, he's dead. If not critically injured, at the least. If he's lucky, like if just like luck, just like, yeah, you know, you're awesome, you're amazing, I love you, moderate.
I think you've landed on the money finally.
Yes, I don't think those lanterns are made to light up things. I think those lanterns have a different other purpose to them.
What the hell?
Well, if it's got magic attached to it to light it up, and it's got more magic than the usual, what you need to just make a lantern turn on. Probably more than likely, it's those lanterns have a higher use. Probably a detection barrier, maybe a protection barrier instead of detection, or maybe even a maybe they just explode. I mean, there's all sorts.
Maybe they explode.
Who knows?
Who knows, indeed.
I'm being honest, I kind of not paid attention to this conversation.
Why are these students? Do they go to bed yet, or?
Down that way in the forest.
I guess they were on a little tour with someone.
I hope they're alright.
I saw.
We kinda had a chaotic introduction.
Apparently they know each other, so if...
Yeah, they seemed like that.
Well, that's nice. Good for them.
Fucking jaw. Ow.
Somebody quickly ship them. Make that headcanon that Professor Copperbeard.
Stop encouraging Leppy. Stop.
Oh, Leppy's already encouraged right now with her own more quandaries.
Well, Leppy's not shipping. Leppy wants to date Omu. That isn't like shipping. That's trying to be.
You can't just out that publicly. Jesus, have some respect.
Everyone knew.
Everyone.
Whoa! No need to tell everyone about it. God, maybe I didn't want to hear about it.
Literally everyone knew.
Well,
No,
you know, if it's so secretive, why is no one helping them out? You know, try and get them a click or something.
I'm not a matchmaker.
I'm not a matchmaker.
How many years have you lived, Star-Lord?
Star-Lord? I'm 23.
You live 23 rotations of this planet around the sun.
Years, yes. Regular years.
Huh. I could have
It's
took
almost
you to
like
be
he's
like
lived on this planet his
300 or
conscious
something.
life.
Well, damn. You age fast. I'm sorry for such a cool species as you are. You fucking ages.
What?
I age at the same rate you do.
I just
I know. I'm sorry for you. You're gonna look like old eggs by like 100.
I think they should
I will
stop.
keep this appearance.
Gonna be turned into like
Yeah.
a pile of skin.
I'm rock, not skin.
You'll be like, you'll have your own occult, and it'll be like, hydrate me.
If anything, you should make jokes about him eroding. Then
I guess that would make a little more sense than just
moisturize me.
Oh my god.
No, you can stay a ghost. Oh. Yeah, I mean, little ghost guy, little guy. What did you do that to him?
no soup.
What's wrong with soup? Goddamn.
Like you were.
Excuse me.
Rats. What's that, rats? I don't. What's you guys racist towards rats or something?
The only one who's racist here is Kyan against Wendigos.
Wendigos?
Wait, didn't he befriend one? How is he racist to something he befriend?
Shut up.
It was crazy.
Or I just forgot or confused
I was
something.
crazy once. I was walking around a giant forest and there was a Wendigo. He started screaming for help.
Wendigo? I
Wendigo.
told you I was a Wendigo.
Then when did you go?
The year was 1920. I was murdered.
I hated
1920.
That's in 20.
That's the future.
Is that far in the future?
You want to go like walk off in a direction?
Oh, wait,
I might
was
just
that
go
how
to
old
my
I was? I
our
forgot.
dorm, pretend to sleep.
Pretend to
That's a
sleep.
good idea. Well, he doesn't sleep, does he?
Pretending to sleep? Now that's crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once.
Okay, let's walk to a dorm room.
I hate this.
They put me in a dorm, a round dorm. They told me to sit in the corner of the dorm room. But it was in a round room.
Oh my. That is stupid.
Meaning if someone's at 100 mana and their capacity is 100, and then they lose mana capacity, their mana stays at 100. But now that mana is above their capacity.
Eh.
They take the whole container with the water inside.
Because I thought it was just like,
I think at this point they're starting ready to call cards down. There is not very many people here today, so this probably will be an early session unless they could figure out some way.
Basically, the way you did, somebody can recover their magic over time. This way,
Lippy, you're on your toes. Just
they're gone. It's gone forever.
there you go.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Don't take too much, man, you kids. You might explode.
Exactly.
well, like, well, for some cases.
I mean, the most
crazy
sides.
I thought he was gonna go for the crazy thing. I was just about ready to leave too. I don't know. Arlo's is starting to feel better. He's getting the proper help that he's asking. But goddamn it, I'm gonna be scared. Everyone's scared from this new professor. It just didn't help. They just didn't make things better right in front of Arlo. Arlo's just like, oh great. When I thought Holland was the mean one, because intimidation, and then he hears something that's worse in terms of just how they handle things. Like, this is gonna be great. Arlo's gonna be like a. Arlo went from, oh, he could be a good, decent medic to he's probably gonna be one of the best damn medics this fucking universe is gonna have. Because there's fucking 4'5" bats gonna punch and kick people to health. A new way of CPR. We're not gonna sit here and just compress his chest. He's just gonna stay here and just fucking multiple punch them to the chest. Multiple times. I did not even point in that direction. I need to look at something real quick. Okay, moves to the left. That's all right. All right. Let's see. Is there anything else going on? Oh. Okay. Like, I'm half tempted to go over there where Hezekiah and, what's her name? Melody. Oh, they're over there. But since how they know each other, Arla's just kind of like, I'm going to stay out of it. But it's kind of weird how their first day is here and they're all like that already. So it's just like, oh, okay, we get it. Well, I guess they know each other. They did say that, but they don't know the relation of.
Crystal woven into it. There you go.
Okay. What? That's
For
kind
you.
of.
Ah, that's cute as fuck.
They're right behind you. They're invisible, so you don't see them.
I don't see anything. What are you talking about? Ignore them.
That means you need better eyes.
You're crazy.
They're right
Someone
there.
out there.
You're crazy. You're literally crazy. I don't know what you're talking
You're crazy. Crazy?
Yeah, see?
I was
Right there.
crazy once.
Hello.
I was crazy
There she is.
Ah.
Could it be more
Well,
like
it's too
if
late now.
a professional eater was eating a bunch of
You
food?
need to work on your
They would
drama.
want to get a bigger stomach so they could hold more food.
I think it was pretty
so
good.
Would it not be that with like
How would you rate it?
would want to exert your or just barely push
It was
on
a bit
the barrier
delayed.
on the capacity
6 out of 10.
every day. Only problem is it would become very
Damn, not even a second.
costly.
I'm gonna bring it up to a 7 because you somehow didn't correct me immediately and jump out of your jump out of character.
However, if they're
I'm
taking
learning.
mana capacity, they're
Hmm?
bypassing a
I'm
necessary
learning.
step of growing with it, to actually use it, to learn it. They're instead just taking directly and they're pooling it up. They're gaining mana capacity when they.
Are you gonna get it now?
Doing it, but
Yeah.
it's company knows that y'all
Tend to have a difference
How does that
in
make you
the way
feel?
they collect mana and grow it. Whereas in
That's
a
disrespectful.
person,
Don't ever say that again.
example, would be
Professor. I don't
more
feel that way and I don't like it.
whether
I don't
they
know
get
what this
corrupted
is,
by
but
their
I'm
magics
disappointed already
or
by the name.
Over going past it, or being able to withstand and keep their mind intact.
I fucked
and
it
their
up.
body
It's okay. It's fine.
be
It's
able to
I
create
fucked
a
it up.
sort
It's
of,
fine. Hi.
It's fine.
um,
Hello, hi. It's good to see
I
you.
tried.
not
I messed
depth,
it up.
but
It's
like
okay. You
very
messed it
high
up, but it's okay.
I missed the
concentration
line
of
up.
magic
As long as
inside
you
them.
know. As long as you know what you do.
Like being able to have
A
the
for
ability to
effort.
correct
Missed my line.
very very high amounts. I would have thought with monsters
You got a name
compared
for
to
it,
humans,
indeed.
they tend to just
Okay.
grow larger and larger because it's better than them staying smaller and confining all of that magic, which tends to be more of the reason why monsters have the better trait when it comes to casting
Why?
more
Why?
wildly
What is
magics
happening?
or
What is
wild
happening?
curses and such
What
upon
are you
them.
doing? You're doing a thing.
The question comes, why are they pooling it,
Ah.
but they're not growing?
That's
inside
fixing your
of it?
glasses.
I don't even know what the hell's going on anymore.
You may continue.
The individual we were fighting against in the mission that we just came from?
Ooh, the red one, the green one? The ones in
What
between?
happened during that?
Oh.
By the way, no one. I did say a third when it came to Arlo. No one asked about the other third. Unfortunate.
Well, it's my understanding,
Well, it doesn't
from
absorb
what
mana,
I
it absorbs mana
saw,
capacity. They're taking mana capacity. We don't know why they're taking mana capacity. But
well,
it's possible
considering
they're
they've got
tooling
a
it
lot
up
of
for something big.
soldiers, it might be their mana was not in full swing at that time. Instead, a lot of their mana was used for the rest of their soldiers. Could that be for benefits or for
I'm getting hungry.
safety or whatever? Outside of
Nothing's
that,
gonna be
though,
open.
considering they're using it on a lot
Fuck.
of teleportation, depending on how much they're using and how much the teleportation requests for them to use their mana, they could also be being kept down by that. When it comes to their size and strength, these are creatures that have, although monstrous in likeness, they have intelligence and the ability to actually think. So I would wager that they probably won't have exactly the amount of traits that more monstrous kin would have, and would take on probably more of the traits that the example the human mage would have, where they would be able to concentrate their magic. That's what I'd wager.
I'm picking up my habits from when I was younger.
Ah, childhood friends. Got it.
From beginning of the day to end of the day, I've been just stuck in these questions. And I don't mean to be rude, but I'm coming to the point of just wanting to stop talking about it. Myself, personally.
Well, you know what you should do? You just got a brand new sword. Why don't you go out with the lovely lady who offered you a nice little gift, and go enjoy a time together in the park or something. Go relax away from all the students, all the craziness, and let your, well, you know, away from here. You know, park your butt
Out by
somewhere
the
over
gazebo,
there.
preferably.
Yeah, the gazebo. Go chat to someone that's as peaceful and as mind-numbing as what you would like to have, so you wouldn't have to have any of the questions.
Peaceful is a questionable one. This one will attack you with affection. That is not peaceful.
What's a
I
what?
haven't seen it yet, so I can't believe those words. And that's probably something you've experienced, friend.
Well, it's peaceful.
Well, I doubt you will
It is
be
pretty
one
peaceful.
who is
Hugs.
greatly offended by a
Hugs
hug.
are nice.
Now,
You were
get
hugged.
over there and go enjoy some time with her. I mean, you have to say thank you.
I said hugs are nice. You were hugged.
Hugs are nice.
I don't need a break and a sit and... If copper beer was still around, I would say a beer.
I can acquire you alcohol if you require alcohol.
Beer what you would have prepared.
No, I have some of the Dowie's alcohol, don't you worry.
Do you want wine?
Who do you think gave me some alcohol?
I'm good.
We do have a wine.
Ah, come on, wine's for chumps. Don't want to drink wine.
You never had my family's wine then.
It's nice to meet you, new person. Care about your invisibility because...
Well, if it's a family's wine and you got your own vineyard, that's a different
I
situation.
never do it to like listen to conversations or anything. I just do it for fun to mess with them.
What if I see you? Try to sneak up on me? I'll have you know.
Oh, no.
I'll be staring you down the entire time.
I'll have you know I know Kung Fu.
I was going to say the same thing. Wow. Same brain cell. I'm proud of you. I'll have you know I was trained in 6 forms of different martial arts, all of which trained by the most deadliest masters, and all of... No, I'm just kidding. Oh, yes. There he is.
Well,
Abandoned
yeah,
village.
it wore off.
Oh.
How do you feel?
Everything in due time.
I don't like it though. I ain't got my... I can't exactly see anymore.
I'm sure your vision will adjust after a while.
No, not really, because I don't have glasses, so...
Oh, yes, the glasses that I was going to help you fix. Hi, I'm here to help you fix your glasses.
Those glasses are broken
wanna
as
go do
fuck.
that
They
now?
ain't getting
So-
fixed till... They won't be fixed till next week, so don't have to worry too much there.
If you're certain. After all, I did make mine.
No, it's more of I sent them off to
get repaired already.
Oh.
Since we got back.
Oh. I wish you would have talked to me.
In one of the towns that we were passing by. I didn't know you made glasses or fixed them.
I literally wear them, so I should hope I know how to repair my own glasses.
I forgot my glasses. I have sunglasses.
How did you forget your sunglasses?
Sunglasses?
I'm speaking of which, where are your gloves?
In my pocket. It's fine here.
Yes. Yes, but I know your forgetful nature.
They're in my pocket. I had them on earlier when I first got here.
I should hope.
I
should show her so. I should show her so.
I just have my umbrella.
Yes, this is my best friend Melody.
Hi.
Hello.
They're wonderful. They're a delight.
We knew each other when we were younger. He thought I was dead.
I mean, technically.
Good to know that.
Well, if you're...
What, you thought, you
Good
didn't
job
think
not
that?
being dead.
no, I didn't, but
There was like, well, you kind of are dead, technically. She's a vampire.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Oh. You got crunchy. You're okay now.
What?
Crunchy?
You're fine now.
Oh, I know what happened. It's okay. Here, I'm going to go fix my belt. I'll be right back.
Inside, though, I'm probably gonna
Okay.
stick
Okay,
the
take-
polymorph off.
You okay?
I am stupid. Yes.
You
Did
in
you want
there?
to see your room?
Okay, I don't have one yet, but I can go look at the
I was
other
going
one.
to say, if you want to, you said you didn't have one, so I figured you might want to.
Oh, is it
stay
okay
in-
for like boys and
Yes.
girls to?
You can pick.
Okay.
Yes, rooms are co-ed. You
I
can
didn't know.
choose literally any room you want.
Well, they told me you could choose any room, and they told me that the boys and girls and stuff. I didn't know if you had a full room or not, or what was going on.
No, literally, several of my roommates don't exist.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
that's not good. What do you
No.
mean don't exist? What does that
They don't
mean?
exist. Like, they go to sleep for long periods of time and they don't wake up for unfortunate
Oh, no.
circumstances beyond their control.
Oh no.
If you wouldn't tell me this 18 weeks ago, I wouldn't believe this is the life I live now. I think I understand now what Gil was trying to do. Maybe. Probably not. I'm not sure if we're all cards are down at this point or not, so I'm just gonna end.
They totally do that?
Kind. He could, but it would transfer to him.
Almost a conduit. It would flow through him.
Everything okay here?
Then we would just have a different problem. Winter was asking me a question.
Oh.
It's about the curse. never lacking terms.
Right. I have an idea.
So yes, no, Omu can't just absorb it, or else he would just have the curse, and then we're back at square one.
So we're talking about
I
the thing
know,
that I thought we were all talking about, open the open.
I know Omu can act as a conduit for magic, but it would still have to flow through him to get hypothetically back into the object, which he would have to touch.
Is there no methodology for cleansing someone of it?
That's what we're going through. We could technically dispel the magic in that area, but you would have to do it carefully enough to not dispel all her magic in that area as well. If we weren't careful, she would never be able to cast magic in her arm again.
Oh. That sounds
But
interesting.
would it be able to reverse what is going on?
That's one way, yeah. Yes.
If it's something that you need help identifying, if you're not sure what the nature is, I can help with that.
It's not the fact we do know what it is. I have the item in question that cost it. The problem is, while destroying the item would technically get rid of the curse, the problem in that option would be destroying the object.
Completely nullifying everything she worked for to get it.
Oh.
Well, not exactly. If I could easily destroy the item, I would. This thing should exist. However,
Why
destroying
did you
curse,
it?
so no one else
Because
could
if it
have
fell into the wrong hands.
Oh no, if it fell in the right hands. The full nature of this brooch is if whoever puts it on fully gets fully turned into a full-blood siren, with some added bonuses, and has the innate psychological mindset change of, wow, this is great, I want to turn everyone else into this.
Oh.
Oh no.
Like an infection.
So it almost
it
is
is
a disease.
It is a disease in the most literal sense.
I'm a medic, if you will.
So then part of the ship, part of the crew.
Indeed.
Is this because of a rune on it, or...?
The item itself is cursed.
For the option...
It was lost in a underground castle that was sunken thousands of years ago. However, a recent water vein led directly into the entrance, meaning if someone knew the entrance, anyone could technically go in and pillage the place. I had Gio go fetch it to make sure no rowdy treasure hunters would get that item first.
Is what's causing the enchantment, not the curse, but the regular thing, runes on it?
It is the gem embedded in the brooch.
It's a
And
siren's
the curse
test.
it has to be a part of it. There's no way to get rid of it.
Yeah, there's no way of getting rid of the curse on the person or on the item.
I think she means on the item.
Yeah.
On the item, destroying the item would get rid of the curse.
Is there no other way to, like, alter the...
If you nullify the magic on the item, that could potentially work, but the curse naturally will fight off, or try to fight off, so it would have to be a pretty powerful spell.
What if it's just a really powerful right hook? Can I just hit it? If I just hit it hard enough, does
If you hit it, you're gonna become a siren.
The problem is touching it. Touching it transfers the curse.
And I'm going to have to assume if the curse has...
Why it's so slow on Gio right now is because she didn't technically touch it, but she tried bubbling it first
instead of using my gauntlet, and then contained the magical energy that was releasing in it. It balled up, the bubble burst, and the energy washed over her hand.
Also, I'm going to make an educated guess here, and I'm going to have to assume that if the curse fully takes hold, destroying the item isn't going to bring the individual back to what they were.
I don't know.
I mean, if this is...
I haven't seen anyone fully go turn and turn back, so I don't know.
If
Brilliant.
this is a
Okay.
disease, you might be able to find a spell to cure the disease. Unless it's way more powerful than we're expecting.
Well, it's a disease in name, but it's a curse in nature. So it'd be more of a removing a curse.
It changes you psychologically and mentally. The dangerous part is that it mimetically changes you to want to spread it. That's what makes it disease-like.
So, question.
But people can
Is she-
cure curses.
Is she currently holding on to this brooch now?
No.
If she
No,
was,
I
she'd
think
be
they just got
sovereign.
infected.
If she had that fully on, the curse would have taken full effect 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so they're just infected by it.
Yes, they're just
Right, so what are the options? Like, what are the sub-options of the first one? There's, you mentioned first would be moving the magic out of her and into the object. The other is nullifying the magic in her arm.
And where else it spread to? Yes.
Right.
You could try
And are there
moving
any
the...
other options?
Moving the item into a different plane of existence.
Yeah, astral sea.
I don't think sending it to the astral sea is going to remove the curse.
Sometimes when
I'm gonna
things
go bury my
leave
face in
and
some
leave
books.
the planes, it
and
stops
you guys
taking
enjoy
effect.
this conversation.
Alright,
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Take care.
Good night.
See you all later.
I mean, if it's a matter of simply knocking whatever magic says it is out of her, I mean, I don't know.
Well, the issue is nullifying it, but not then nullifying her own magic permanently.
But is there a methodology for doing such a thing? Can someone...
There is
I
a
guess...
natural way of removing natural siren curses. Ones that are given by actual sirens. This could potentially be used in this case, but I can't be 100% sure.
Well, what
That should definitely be an idea to try out.
Well, the simple ingredients are moonlight coral, seaside foam, and the tricky thing is blood from a mermaid.
Oh.
Not like fully like, split their head open and kill them, but
But you still need some amount of blood.
Yeah.
Do we have contact with any mermaids?
I assume not.
If we did, I assume this would be a hell of a lot easier and a hell of a lot higher on the priority list.
Does it specifically need to be a mermaid or just merfolk?
I'm assuming mermaid. If it was a merfolk blood, that we could get blood from Gia. Not Gia, sorry.
It has to be fully.
It would have been Xander.
Fishtail.
Xander,
Xander's
yeah.
a siren.
Yes.
Oh, he is a siren? Oh.
Well, that explains a lot.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, his sword is cursed. Lol.
Lol. You just say lol.
So,
Professor Virtues literally said lol.
For lack of a better word, a bitch to get mermaid blood.
currently, what is causing the influence? Well, the problem is the influence on the minds who want to spread, correct?
Yes.
I
So
know
far,
many
she hasn't
different
been showing signs of that, but it's only a matter of time.
Well,
I know
if
many
we're
meditation
going by
practices that are able to-
physiologically for the curse affecting her, I've seen some scales on her head, but it's very minimal. It's mostly
What are the long-term signs that the change is taking full fruition?
Gills, fins, stuff like that, I'm guessing.
Music.
A more proper transformation, not just scales.
What I was
Really bad
mentioning
sign
earlier.
if her pointy ears start turning into fins.
Oh.
How do I say this?
What I was mentioning earlier is, if they do start getting my influence in the mind, I can help with meditation practices to help alleviate it, or at least turn it down. While we're looking for a solution.
Considering what you said about heightened emotional states making the curse worse, I think the best thing for her right now is total isolation is going to drive her mad, which would make a heightened
that would
emotion.
not help.
Keeping her mostly away from people is...
No, because that would also do the same.
Putting them into an environment
Well, then where do you have her right now?
They're sleeping, I'm guessing?
She's doing busy work.
Unfortunately, but
Exactly.
I was going to ask if a what is it?
Sniff's gone off.
Inclination to be drawn to.
I'm gonna hop off
bodies
soon
of
as soon as
water.
this done, probably.
I haven't seen any of that from her. She's had to be in water, but...
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I was gonna say during the mission, didn't she keep going back into the big tub of water over
I thought she needed to. I thought like that was like a thing she needed to because of the curse.
No.
I mean,
I don't think so.
she's an elf, not a water.
But she was also singing.
Well,
Singing is a thing that she likes to do, though.
yeah, no, she does like to sing a lot. We were singing somewhat during the carriage ride together. But she likes to hum and sing a lot. That was a thing she did before this.
I know. Regardless.
Sir,
Would you like me to keep an eye out, Professor? In case I notice anything?
Always.
Then I'll make sure to stand in line.
If they seem to be in a bad emotional state, I can assist with that.
We're getting too far into if what it, okay, Professor. So what is the trouble with getting mermaid blood?
Well, okay. First of all, most
Finding one.
mermaids are naturally only found in Neptune, under the water.
Right.
And I notice only a select group of races can breathe underwater naturally.
I don't have to breathe.
This is true. But how good a swimmer are you?
Yeah.
Alright, swimmer.
Plus,
I'm not bad at it.
allow me to interact to see. You're a random mermaid who does not know me at all. I just
Hey, can I have some of your blood?
Yeah, exactly. I just randomly.
Well, here's
hey,
you
I know
just
this is a random thought, but can I please stab you with this knife? I need your blood.
No. You don't say it like just say, hey, my friend is sick. They got they're turning into siren, and we want to cure them. Would you be able to help us with getting some blood? You just have to be polite.
I'm not good at that.
Maybe do some favors.
Okay, well,
No, but
here's
she's
a
actually
shot in
bad
the
at
dark
actually.
question, Professor Virtues. We are a neutral state, quote unquote. Would it be possible to ask the Neptunian government?
It's possible.
Do you want to approach an entire government for one person? Not that we wouldn't, but I'm saying, what is their perspective on the matter?
We are
Plus,
a
we would
new-
have to. Plus, we would have to wait for the headmistress to do that, since she deals with a lot of diplomatic things, and she's currently dealing with the other diplomatic measures because of the
My
mission.
question is, if they're just outside of Neptune, then what about searching the markets? Are there any back alley places that might be carrying such a type of thing?
Well, Neptunia is also a pirate state, so absolutely, but...
Then I can't imagine it's impossible to find it.
We would have to find one that's actually selling mermaid blood, not just selling some random blood.
I mean, we do have one pirate as a student that we could ask, but...
Ash would
I was
be
going to say-
our specialist in this field, but...
I might be able to get into some contacts from my caravan. We have to find blood after all. Maybe there's like some person who sells exotic types.
Are you good?
I'll be alright.
It would take a bit of
Awesome.
effort to get a hold of them,
Okay.
but possibly.
Thank you.
Long as you're
Okay, so we have 4 options. One is just straight up trying to destroy the object. One is trying to get it back, the magic back into the object. The third one is trying to nullify the magic and not permanently stop Geo from ever being able to cast magic again. And option number 4 is, well, in a part of the body. And option 4 is the iffy option of trying to cast this Siren's uncursing spell that might not work.
It's more like an alchemy potion, but yes.
I guess whatever best course of action would be the one that requires her not to get hurt, or the possibility of her getting hurt. So, anything that won't fuck up their magic.
I could be saying completely things wrong here, so feel free to interrupt me. So, the most unintrusive option we have is trying to get the mermaid blood, but that might not work. The other option we have is trying to transfer it back. However, the only one I know who can do that right now is Omu, and Omu would have to directly touch the thing, so that wouldn't exactly work, unless you wanted to kill Omu after the fact. And option 3 is trying to safely nullify the magic in her body, but it could also leave her permanently unable to cast magic in that area of her body.
I think
Then how
finding
about-
the cure would be the easiest option currently.
How about we talk to Geo?
That's true.
We should,
What they want to
but
do
I'm
is
just saying, none of these are exactly great.
They're not.
What do you
However,
mean? This is finding the blood one is easy. Just get a hold of
It
people.
is,
Maybe do
but
some
it is-
favors.
It's also the least
unfortunately,
guaranteed to work.
the least likely to
It's
succeed.
not the least.
Yes, it is. The other two.
Like I said, this is what usually gets rid of normal siren curses. I speculate this might work on this, but this is not guaranteed.
Yeah, but it's worth trying.
It
And
is
it
worth
causes the
trying.
least amount of harm.
Plus, we do plus we have to wait for the other 2 ingredients of moonside coral and seafoam. So
Are those
either way,
hard to get, or?
they're not hard, but they are all local in Neptune, so it would take time for, transfer of goods. So either way,
I think it's a good first option because it causes the least conflict towards their body. Trying to nullify the mana or cutting off their arm, all of that is incredibly dangerous and might not be worth it if it's simply cured just by a potion.
All I'm
We
simply
also
saying
don't know
is
how long it will take.
lay out the options before her.
That's true.
Let her decide which one
Here's
it
my
is.
recommendation. Don't talk to this about her. Let Virtues talk to this about her. Because
Absolutely.
she was talking to me about how Omu and Victoria joking about her thing was causing her a lot of stress, and bringing this up towards her is going to cause more stress.
If she asks about it, of course, talk about it. But I
Obviously,
think
but I
Professor
feel
should
like
be
we
in
should let
charge of taking
Virtues
care of
handle
this.
it because he is the most professional. He knows what he's talking about.
I actually suggest I'm not correct. I will, of course, talk to her, but while we wait for her to get ready and I to communicate this to her, I will also put in the order for these materials, and maybe we'll try your blood things to get the mermaid blood as well. That way, we're not wasting time and they're on their way here, one way or another.
Right.
Professor, would you like a group to depart from the Neptune unit, if possible, to go ahead and try to get the blood?
Maybe do
The
some
only
favors for
two
them.
people here who would be able to properly go to Neptune are me and Melody? Melody.
You,
Why wouldn't
Melody,
Miss Cat
and Ash.
be able to go?
And Ash. If Ash shows up.
Is there no potions or anything to help breathe underwater?
That wouldn't still help when swimming underwater.
Oh, you assume that I can't swim.
Except for people who specifically
there are
can't.
potions for water breathing.
Yeah.
You
so
also
many
assume
people
that I'm
do,
not a
not
good
just
swimmer.
us.
True,
I'm
but
not
we don't
saying
want
you aren't.
We don't want too big of a group. It causes
Yeah.
too big of a commotion.
But I mean, not 2 people. That'd be a
True.
bad idea.
Okay. Look, I hate offering this, but I am a doppelganger. It is my speciality to go to places.
Does your blood type change when you change?
It.
That's an interesting question.
This could be solved easily if they turn into
my
merfolk.
as far as I'm aware, my changing is a perfect copy of the thing I'm replicating, but I'm not entirely sure my blood would count as mermaid blood for this specific type of thing.
No. I didn't think that'd be the case, but you can turn into a merfolk.
And that's what I'm suggesting.
Oh, yeah. Any merfolk he's seen before, specifically.
Yeah, and then...
Well, it can't... You just find me a picture of a merfolk. It's not exactly that hard.
Just get a book.
If you like, using the information we gather, I could spend a small group, potentially the 4 students here, on a little excursion to inquire some murdered merfolk through either illegal or sketchy means, depending on what is surmised.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what you guys were comfortable with, so I didn't want to offer the black
Literally
market
anything
idea,
at
but it's
this rate.
definitely a possibility.
How does this sound to the 4 gathered here?
Perfect.
I don't mind helping out.
I can't exactly swim.
If you... It could just be me, Melody, and Hezekiah. 3 of us would be a good-sized group.
If I can manage to get in touch with Ash, I will try to see
if we can
Ash
get
is
with
available.
Ash.
I would feel a lot more comfortable if the professor was there somehow. On a boat or a ship nearby, at least somehow.
I will be watching. I'm always watching.
Okay.
You're a ghost.
Well, I don't usually.
Okay, I wasn't the only one seeing this. What the heck is this?
Professor Virtues, this is a good question for you.
I just assumed it was normal here.
I can barely find information on my race. What would happen if we were to try to use my blood, if I were to change into a mermaid? What would happen? I don't even know.
Honestly,
it might mutate.
I don't know.
I should have agreed, because then at least he'll give me an excuse to bring Arlo. But
thing about doppelgangers,
so that's
everywhere, but
I can.
To be fair,
magical blood
we could.
I could still come with and man
We
the
could just
ship.
take the time, take a sample of your blood, and study it after you change.
around making a new baby and then kind of abandoning him.
Yeah, I know. I'm well aware of that fact.
I may not be able to
Like I was
swim,
saying.
but I could still on standby, medical and
It
whatnot.
doesn't help that we're also buried.
Someone to watch.
Absolutely.
I'll just be above water.
Well,
But I would
Would be
agree,
good to have
I
a look
would
out.
like Ash if we are going to do this, if we can get her, because, well, we can't get Sanda right now, so...
No, where is she sleeping at? What's her room?
She's, a merfolk.
Oh, yeah, that would definitely be preferred. They would have the most experience with communicating.
He is also heir of a pirate empire, something like that, so... If we were to go with the illegal option, I'm sure she would know a good vendor.
that being said, I think we've gone in circles talking about the options on the
Yes, right.
Probably a good idea. Sleep on it.
I am perfectly fine with going on this little expedition to go get our supplies.
I don't mind.
Count me in.
So, Professor, if you're all for it, and since we're all for it, 4, possibly 5 of us. Push yourself.
Very well. And the preparations will be made.
Can you find me a picture of a merfolk?
I think it's time to rest.
I don't know if this is actually going to be a scene, because if it is, we're going to have to do it at a different time.
Yeah, but
So that way it's
like,
been done. Gives me an excuse to...
diagram. If I I come looking like I'm from.
I need to let Clank know I'm not gonna be here, but it's gonna be something next week. Oh,
We'll find.
that's the only thing. I only said because I didn't think about that. Oh, they could do a scene.
I prefer it be as soon as possible so I can train myself in that form.
Very well.
Right, I'm going to bed. I'm tired. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, I have questions. I'll ask you.
I can tag along and gather info. You won't see me.
Ghost.
If you want to
Problem is we can see you.
someone, I can. If you want to haunt someone, go ahead, but you're still a ghost.
I
Poor
appreciate
ghost.
the nerd ghost.
Okay, I'm going to find the others and tell them it's time for night out as well.
Right.
They tag along.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, I guess. I was talking with Bagel earlier in the ghost rabbit thing about Gio and us, and I don't know. I'm not sure if I feel better or worse after talking with Bagel. Kind of as he was being a bit accusatory towards me, but he's kind of been accusatory towards me all day. I don't
know.
I've just been worrying for her for these past 2 weeks now.
Everybody is. I get it.
Yeah. And then I shouldn't she have picked someone else to stop being affectionate towards?
I don't know how to answer that.
I'm more just talking to myself, and I don't know. I've wanted to talk with her properly, but this hasn't exactly been a great time.
I understand.
I don't know. I just my brain's scattered, especially after Bayo, who seemed to be trying to convince me that she does not love me. And I think she does, but I guess I really can't be sure. Just I don't know. I have Chio, who's been like trying to nudge me and her together, and then I have Bayu, who's just I feel like I upset him or something today, but he's just. And then Gio herself has been cursed, and I don't want to upset her or make things worse. And
Best thing I can say, just do your best.
I've been trying.
We're all doing our best.
What again?
We are all doing our best. Sorry. Tired.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't blame you. You can go to bed if you want. I am. Don't worry about silly old me.
I worry about everybody. Kind of my job.
I appreciate you, Oliver, but you're going to burn yourself out.
Probably.
I'm not tired. I'm too awake. If you could spare me another minute or two.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, what is it with you and Cora? Like, well,
I don't know. Lately, Cora's been distant and quiet towards me. I don't know what's going on.
How do you feel about her, I guess? At least when you first started dating.
We aren't dating.
Oh, well.
No.
I kind of thought you were, sorry.
No, I like her, but we agreed that we should worry about what other things first than our relationship. We're not sure. As for my feelings now to then, I like her. And I'm a little hurt that she's distancing herself from me, but I can't let that continue to bother me.
Yeah.
It hurts, and I don't know what to do or feel. I'm not used to people liking me.
Tell me about it.
When the maids that were hired for me were only paid to talk to me.
I had singular friend growing up. My personal assistant. He's about the only person I guess you could say I had a friendship with outside of coming here. So, I hope you can understand me kind of, well, considering
do.
what you said, I'm sure you get the feeling of not really understanding what you're feeling.
And honestly, I feel alone most times here too. I just try to do my best to help everyone as I can.
Well, you do a good job of it all, though.
Thank you.
I don't get her. Because, I mean, sure, we had talked as friends, and then one week she just hands me this scarf. And we start talking a lot, and she starts blushing around me a lot, and I start blushing around her a lot, and I don't...
I can't say. I'm not sure. I want to be close to her, but she don't talk to me that much. I think I upset her
Have you
once.
told her that it hurts you?
No. Not exactly.
I'm not exactly good at social interactions. I'm sure everyone in the school is fucking aware, but...
I'm not either.
You shouldn't let that kind of thing fester.
I mean, fine if you don't want to be my friend or like me, but I need to get along and have a bond with every one of you as I can. At least as a group. If not, if anything, as a friend.
I just feel like you should tell her that it kind of hurts you how distant she's been. It's not good to let that kind of thing fester. Because then it's going to blow over and you're going to say something you really regret.
I don't know if I don't know. You're probably right.
I'm probably not. I'm quite stupid. I'm
not that much smarter either.
I don't know. I guess I'm just confused right now, especially after Bayul. I don't know.
I kind of get it.
I thought I had a pretty solid idea, and then he kind of came in with the hammer.
It wouldn't hurt to try to find out the truth, but I would also say expect the worst as well.
I know that. I will tell you this now. If I had the chance to talk to her and ask her about this kind of thing, I would have a while ago. I don't like this not knowing.
It's frustrating.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Are you good?
I'm fine, Omu. Just a bit confused and worried, that's all.
I understood.
You guys okay?
We're heading to the dorm since apparently it's lights out. Yeah, we're good.
You have a good night.
Make sure you're heading to bed before Virtues comes on you.
What? Yeah.
Or he comes upon you.
I'm making a joke, Elmu. I'm...
Fair enough. Have a good night.
Good night.
You too. I mean, Virtues normally doesn't care if we're up past lights out. Usually.
We're not leaving.
As long as we really aren't outside of our dorm rooms, he doesn't care. At least for the most part, from what I've seen. Well, outside of this area is what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty chatty, actually, during the night.
Professor Virtues.
Well, he can be. Yeah, when he shows up, starts talking and eyes appear. So I'm sure right now he's probably going to meditate and then, he's somewhat awakened around the entire place.
Mm.
I don't know. What do you think?
The way I would think is you're gonna might have to make the time to talk to her, good or bad.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Here's the thing. I had known she was being stressed out, but now that I know that heightened emotional states is actively making her curse worse, I don't really want to talk to her about that at the moment, because that's going to make things worse.
Well, then, action speaks louder than words. Just, again, do your best.
I have been. I guess I don't know. I feel like I haven't been doing enough, but I think I've probably spent most of my time around her recently, just trying to cheer her up.
She feels the same. I feel the same. It doesn't surprise me a lot. It feels the same with a lot of people here. That we feel like we're not doing enough.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, we kind of just dived right into all these situations that we're learning about pretty recently.
I barely wanted to come to this academy. I was dragged kicking and screaming here, so I wasn't expecting to really get along with people, let alone, fall in love with someone.
Don't know what love feels like, but I know I have that feeling of something, which is, of course, Cora.
That's what Shio told me, but Shio is also hard to talk to about love because she gets very giddy and...
That'd be nice.
Like when I was talking to her about it, she started kicking her legs, talking about unrequited love on the battlefield, and it's all very nice, but it's not exactly...
Icon.
healthy.
The love bloom in a battlefield.
I don't know. And then there's like... on one hand, I know... there's multiple points. On one hand, I feel bad liking her when I know so many other people like her.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other hand, I really don't know if she's just been trying to be nice to me, or it really is like... she's like especially been trying to be affectionate towards me. She is just an affectionate person, but...
Mm-hmm.
Like, during one of our stops from the campsite to back to here, she offered with me to practice a mana channeling technique through dancing. And that was really nice. And it's like, I don't see her offering anything like that with anyone else, and it, like, I want to think it's something, but I don't know.
It looks good, in my opinion, but I can't say.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm bad at speaking, let alone letting out my feelings.
Let him out. It's good to get him out than leaving him in.
Now I'm more confused. I feel like I upset Bale somehow. I don't know.
I would talk to Bio about that. I don't think he's a hard person to talk to.
I guess. I don't know. It's like when I woke up and I mentioned how I feel like it's a bad idea sending her on another solo mission. He's like, wow, you don't really have a lot of faith in her, do you? And it's like, where did that come from? I just don't want her getting hurt. And then, of course, this alien, I don't know.
People can easily say and point things that are not exactly true because they don't know why she did that. I don't agree that she did. I don't. A lot of people don't, but no, it's not that I don't trust her. Just wish she had someone with her.
It wasn't even like me talking about that. It was more me saying, you know, I hope, you know, I don't want to send her on a third solo mission after she's nearly died on both. Like, it's not even me referring to what she did at the campsite.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel like I upset him, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. This is the episode where all the students just confess feelings of love to persons.
I don't think either of us now.
Not yet. We may never know.
It's nice to talk at the very least, but... I guess what doesn't help is that, I guess somewhat uniquely, and more to, I guess, me/my kind, is that we don't do well under heightened emotional extremes. Mostly anger. It causes us to lose control. And so, most of the time, I try to keep relatively baseline about how I'm feeling. To, you know, make sure nothing happens. But I just can't feel baseline around her. And it just is so confusing.
Arlo, I don't know how to answer this as Arlo. If this was Link, he would have an idea, but Arlo doesn't know love. He feels alone most times or not, and he's just listening.
Go to sleep.
Fuck you, God. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say that anyway.
Okay, this is Virtues. I'm about to rate arrows. I'm about to rate weapons in this hallway.
Okay. We're going to bed.
It was out of character. Fuck you, God. It was...
I already seen it.
We got up without saying anything.
No, Virtue scary. Virtue scary. Nope.
Polar Express.
There we go.
Yeah.
Polar. Yeah.
Hello.
Conversation, but you two were like the literally last two.
I know.
Yeah, no. I was actually...
But Winters needed a friend,